Oh, she can.
Yo, yo, yo. Holla if you hear me. Can y'all hear me? Hey, y'all, what's up? Don't forget the thumbs up when y'all come in, okay? Please and thank you. I have a treat for you guys today. All right, y'all can hear me good. All right, listen. Hold on, let me turn this volume down on YouTube because this shit be getting on my nerves. Okay, listen. Okay, first, let me turn my camera on so I can show y'all who with me. Let me show y'all who with me. My son is with me. What you want to be called? Lucky?
Yeah, lucky.
All right. So this is Lucky, my baby boy.
What's good? What's good?
And we about to have a conversation today that is about to probably throw some of y'all for a loop, which is totally fine with me. Okay. Um, but I did put the link in the chat. I pinned it so y'all can come up. But what we want to talk about today is who cheat more. Man, you can't even see my earrings. I don't even know why I got these on for. Um, we want to talk about who cheat more and why you looking
I
all
don't
weird in
know.
the
I don't
camera.
know. I don't know. Maybe
Move closer. Oh,
now,
now I
now
look
you
weird.
disappeared.
This camera is some bullshit.
Well, you can start all the show, so you know what?
So it don't matter.
Yeah.
Anyways, we want to have a conversation about. Okay, so first of all, I'm Gen
X. Gen
X.
X.
And my son is
He's
Gen.
Gen Z.
He's Gen Z. I don't. Y'all know I'm
Wait,
totally
go
slow.
to the chat so you can see it.
Okay, hold on. Y'all know I'm totally slow when it comes to this type of stuff. Okay. But
Halo on.
you don't have to call them out. They all gonna keep saying hi to you.
Oh, okay.
Um, but what we gonna do is we want to have a discussion on because like y'all know I'm a little old school. You know what I'm saying? I'm 45. So he in his 20s. So he understand the modern thing that they got going on now. Okay. And I don't. Okay. Y'all already know. Okay. I just cussed my friend out. Well, I ain't completely cussed him out yet, but I'm pretty sure by the time I'm done with this damn cocktail, yeah, he gonna be done got the business. He my twin. He like his daddy. Y'all ain't never seen his daddy before with his bitch ass. But anyways, I'm sorry for talking about your daddy, babe. Um,
That's all good.
yeah. But anyways, damn, I got corkscrew in my glass. We want to have a conversation about who cheat the most. So I want to ask my son, who you think in 2025 cheat the most? Is it the girlies or the fellas?
I think that I think that the girls cheat more. Hold on, in my generation. In my generation,
How so?
because the women will cheat more, but they're like a lot better at hiding it than the men. Men tend to have a tendency to cheat louder because it's more.
Cause y'all dumber.
Well, yeah, but also it's like it's more frowned upon if women cheat than if men cheat. To
You
to
think it's
society,
still like that?
to society, yeah. To like women fear judgment more than men, in my opinion.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't.
I think people will fear judgment to like a degree that's like people still gonna feel judgment, but like a dude will more likely be more outspoken and just be himself than a woman would because she would feel the judgment of society.
What about like me? Cause you know I'm cut from a different cloth. You know I ain't never gave two
I'm
shits.
talking about from my generation.
Right, but my generation was supposed to be more subtle, and I ain't never gave two fucks. You know that.
Yeah, but you grew. You're different.
What you mean? I'm different. Like what?
Uh, you grew up different. Like
What? Like New York hood life,
yeah,
all
yeah,
that.
yeah. Like
Yeah, but
but like
okay.
you was the type of person to chill with the guys. So I like
I didn't really have any other options.
but that was your lifestyle though. So like you can't really compare you. Like there's people like you for sure, but I don't think that it's the same thing as somebody who didn't have to do all the things that you had to go through to be who you are today.
Yeah, I did go through some shit.
So like you had to have a tough exterior, whereas somebody who's could enjoy being like soft, like a soft woman.
What the fuck you trying to say?
I'm saying that like life threw you curveballs and you had to adapt.
Yeah, it threw me a lot of lemons.
So,
but we drank a lot of lemonade, baby.
who do you think cheat more?
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I still like. I don't know everybody, right? I don't know the world, but I do know that there are still a lot of restrictions against women. So like in some places like India, and I'm speaking worldwide now, okay? I'm not talking about the US because the US is a whole different, you know what I'm saying? We march to a different drum over here. But like worldwide, I still think men cheat more. Because in like if you think about certain religions, right, you got like the Muslims.
Yeah.
They believe in multiple wives. You got, you know, some of the Christian sectors believe in multiple wives. You have misogynist, you know, misogyny. Like where some dudes they like, if I make the money, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. Like look at Elon Musk, he a whole pookie out this motherfucker.
But would you say that that's cheating if the woman agrees to the terms?
Well, I guess for me, okay, because I think it's a well known thing. Like men know that when they deal with women, women are gonna become emotionally attached at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're sleeping with a woman, at some point she's gonna become emotionally attached to you. So I think like dudes need to stop pretending like they don't know that when they be messing with girls, they don't know that this chick like digging on him if she keep fucking with him. You feel me? So,
but women like to say that that's like not true though. Like women like to say that they could do it without being emotionally.
Well, I can, and there are some women like me, but I don't think very many women can. Like I'm the type of person. Hold on. I'm the type of person. Like for instance, when me and your dad was together, I was in love with your dad when I broke up with him.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't give a damn. You're not gonna cheat on me and beat my ass. That's just not gonna happen. I was already putting up with him cheating. You know what I'm saying? And then when he went to hit me, I was just like, nah, I'm straight. Like I'm not doing that. You feel me? I don't have an issue with walking away from somebody that I love, care about, smashing, whatever.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You see the way I did with Blaze.
Mm-hmm.
I threw the fucking chuck the deuces up. It was 14 years with me and him. Right. Off and on. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care. Like if we in love or whatever the fuck, I walk off on your ass. I don't have no problem.
Okay.
But I still personally think that men, even with the whole you know, don't slut shame and all the stuff that they have now, I still think men got women beat when it comes to that. Because men get praised for cheating.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like, but I think that it's just more loud that men cheat. Like,
what you think about now where the women are like saying like they not gonna get married, they ain't having nobody babies, they don't want to date, they don't like that 4B shit.
I mean, a lot of it, in my personal opinion, comes from either women seeing the perspective of other women and just agreeing, and then just like saying that, hey, you know what, since my group of women over here is getting treated like this or treated like such, I'm not going to commit fully to anybody. I'm just going to do what I want to do, and whatever happens happens.
Yeah, I got people in South Carolina, pretty wild. I got people all over. Cause we pippin' all over the world. Hey. I've been singing all day. My son be like, Mom, pick a fucking song, okay? But anyway, I feel like
I think it's detrimental to society though if we just like decide that we're not gonna like procreate anymore, because a lot of it comes from bad decision making. Like
what do you mean?
Like we're not choosing the right partners. We're not courting anymore. We're just sleeping with people. Like that's the issue. That we just popping out.
But has anybody ever really had the right partner? Like think about it. Think about like back in the day, like the old school women. A lot of those women were beat with no consequence. It just became illegal for you to jump on your wife and take her body. What, in like 93? I think I was like 13 when they made that illegal. So it's like,
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, like I was alive. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole teenager when it became illegal for you to. So like really, if you think about it, if you listen to the stories of the women from back in the day, um, and everything like that, it's like did anybody have the right fucking partner? Even when it wasn't a hookup culture, like when people wasn't just hooking up with whoever they
Right.
wanted.
You
Like
tried
was
your
it?
best.
Yeah, like was it? Like think about it. Like niggas was like The Color Purple, for instance.
Yeah.
He just walked up the old boy like, I want to marry your daughter. He's like, you can't have her, but you can have this one. It's like even when you gave your kids to a motherfucker, was there ever really a right partner? Is there any woman that has it? Like, how many times did you hear a story of a good, healthy relationship?
I mean, it's very rare for
Very
sure.
rare.
For sure, super rare.
And you hear more horror stories than any fucking
Yeah,
thing.
actually, I saw a statistic that said that, and it was funny. It was a funny post, but it was the true statistics. It was like 49% of marriages were men and women in divorce, right?
Mm-hmm.
72% of marriages that are women and women in divorce,
Mm-hmm.
and only 28% of men and men in divorce.
Mm-hmm.
So it was funny because he was basically saying like women are the problem in relationships because they can't even get along with each other. That was the whole joke behind it. But I think that goes to show you that like we everybody is just like we gotta oh what's good.
That's Darnell. That's my baby. Go ahead.
I think we just as a society you have to realize that this is everybody's first time living, right? And we just have to
This y'all first time living. I've been here before.
Well, I've been here before too, but I'm saying that like realistically, we don't know. We still trying to learn right from wrong, right?
So you like so wait, you feel like we if like kind of like the infants of society is what you're saying?
Yeah, like we've have the experience. Like if we know we've been on the earth before, like we can understand that we had a past life and everything, but we don't really know what we were, what we did, how we acted. Like we could have been the same person going through the same thing the same way, just in a different body.
Um well I've we got them gifts. We got them gifts. You feel
Yeah.
me? But I've definitely pulled cards on my past lives and shit like that. And for real, you want me to be honest?
What?
Every fucking time I pull cards on my past life, I'm the same motherfucker.
Exactly. That's
Over
I mean.
and fucking
That's
over
what I
again.
mean. It's
I'm
just,
the same. I'm the same nigga.
It's literally just about learning something. There's something that we need to learn so that we can understand like who we should be or how we should act. Right? There's a reason why we keep coming back. There's a lesson that needs to be learned.
That we not learning.
Yeah.
And I feel like this go around, like just like even with this YouTube thing, with me doing the tarot readings and shit like that. I think that I needed to break free from going with the status quo, like what people tell you to do. Like for instance, growing up Christian and shit like that. I didn't push that on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I took y'all to church and shit because I wanted y'all to like have some be around some good decent people, at least outwardly. You know what I mean? Because they was fucked up in the church. You was there, but I wanted y'all to be around people who showed decency, not just always, our family with their bullshit fighting and, drug dealing. I mean, y'all seen it all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done seen it all. Y'all done been around hustlers, pastors, hoes, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Drugs, all that shit. I wanted to expose y'all to as much as possible because I didn't want y'all to be like shell shocked by the world. I didn't want somebody else to introduce y'all to the ugly side of earth. You get what I'm saying? Because I felt like if I introduced you to it, I could protect you and explain things to you like, okay, this is what this is. This is why you shouldn't do it. This is why this is dangerous. This is why you should take your ass to school and, get your high school diploma and shit like that. I can't protect you if somebody introduce you to weed outside and it's laced. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you see me,
you know what they keep saying in the chat? They keep saying Nigerian and Ghanaian men cheat the most.
So like, well, I don't fuck with them.
I'm just trying to see what the chat's saying because
you can't pay attention to that too much.
I know, but like I really want to know what they
because whoever is saying that, who said that?
It was like a couple. It was like 3 people.
I heard about it. Here's the thing though. In their culture though, is that acceptable? Because I'm not an African, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know how they rock over there. You know what I'm saying? You said, can you ask my son a question? Yeah. He said, Darnell want to know, do you think as us black men, we need to do better?
Yes, I do. I think.
In what ways?
Uh,
Now let's stick with relationships since we talk about cheating.
um, there. I think there's a cheating culture amongst black men in general because that's what the men like to rap about. That's what we want to brag about. Yo, I did this to your girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's literally the culture that we have behind our society is literally um we want to sleep with this person's woman and that like and we brag about it like in music and everything, and that's literally the downfall because if we can't even just respect our brother, like we could be friends with somebody and that person's woman want to sleep with us and we just go ahead and just do it because like our pride said that we should, or we felt like we was better than them or whatever. So I think we can do better with being better as a culture of men, that if a girl trying to do something with one of our homies or one of us, that we actually say something. We don't just be like, no, I did it and it's a secret. No, like say speak up because.
But you know what? But see, I got an issue with that because when dudes say that, when they be like, "Oh, a girl wanted," and I know you talking about your generation, right? But I don't typically see the girls being the one trying to get at the dude. It normally be the dude trying to fuck his homeboy girl. She don't be coming at him. He be fuck his homeboy be trying to fuck her. At least that's been my experience. But, let me say this: every single female friend that I have ever had that has brought her man around me, every single one of them tried to smash, and I never smashed none of them. Every single fucking one. That's crazy.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
And you seen some of my fucking Frederica. Frederica was a badass bitch. Yeah. That girl was bad, and her nigga tried to smash. Like, come on, bro. I think men are just naturally predatory. I think they want to conquer and like fuck everything. Like, you know what I mean? They just want to be able to say. And then the nigga turned around and lied and said I smashed him when I didn't. Oh wow. You know Ernie.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, you remember that nigga? He told everybody he smashed. That's why me and Reggie quit fucking around. I was kicking it with the finest dude in the house. Reggie was the one all the girls wanted, and he wanted me. So it's like, I don't know. Like I've seen so many times where. Okay, go ahead.
He did ask a question. I want to see if.
I've seen so many times where it be like the dude trying to holler at the chick, cause like you remember Money.
Yeah.
Now you remember I used to go over to their fucking house for nigga. We was at their house like we damn near lived there. Yeah. We was at their house all the time. How you gonna try to smash me when I'm low key like your girl best friend?
Best friend, yeah.
And then he was like, yo, Queen, let me hit it. I was like, yeah, nigga, if you give me $1 million. And then when shit hit the fan, when he had that baby on her and shit, he told her, he said, you run around here thinking you got friends. The only real friend you got is Queen. Yeah, and she asked me about it. She was like, "What did that mean?" I said, "He tried to fuck," and I told the nigga no.
That means that he done did it with
all her friends. Yeah, exactly. And that's like, but think about it. If a dude is with a girl in a relationship and he trying to smash her friend, that's the obvious conclusion you're gonna come to, right? Yeah. And I personally, to piggyback off of what you said about black men doing better, I personally think that black men need to do a lot of self-reflection. Because I feel like out of all of the races of men, and don't get me wrong, Bradley and them be out here doing their stuff too, okay? Them motherfuckers started the passport bro movement, so I'm not giving nobody no fucking pass. But what I would say is this. Black men are leaving their children abandoned at a diabolical rate.
True.
It's sickening. And my thing is, stop trying to trap. It's almost like they want a reason to try to trap black women. Like they so fucking jealous of us. Like for instance, with the shit that happened with me and your brother's dad and your dad. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, we broke up. What the fuck do that have to do with your kids? Yeah, why would exactly. You know what I mean? Like, why couldn't I call you and be like, yo, I need you to take your baby for the summer. I need a fucking break. I'm mentally shutting the fuck down.
Right.
Yeah. Why couldn't I do that? And feel comfortable? Why couldn't I call you and rely on you for a light bill or you know what I'm saying, for clothes, for school, or you know what I mean? Like, bitch, you just not gonna help me with nothing. You that mad? I won't fuck with you? Yeah. Like, is it really that serious? Let me ask you something. Is pussy really that good?
Are you rating out of 10?
Yeah, let's rate out of 10.
Alright.
I like from 1 to 10. What do because I ain't never had none, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got no penis, so I don't know what. I don't understand what is uh
Uh,
like what is okay. I know. Okay, it's probably unfair for me to ask you this because you don't have any children, but you have been in a serious relationship. What is it that vexes men so? And you probably won't even be able to answer this with real sincerity because I know you're not that type of person. I raised you better than that. But what do you think it is that would make a man so angry with a woman for not sleeping with him? Because that's all I did to them. I left an unhealthy connection.
you know what I think? That
What
me
would make him abandon his children is what I want to
abandoning
know.
his children, I can't say because I've never understood the abandoning the children part. But if we're talking about the first question, is it, like if he was rating out of 10, and the reasons I think that men tend to go crazy over vajayjay is because me personally, it's like more of like a seeing somebody be so submissive over you in a certain setting.
So y'all get so you okay. So
We're
what you're
more
whoa. Let me get some clarity. Hold on.
okay.
So what you're saying is the more submit now tell me if I'm wrong. I'm freestyling though. So what you're saying is the more submissive a woman is when she starts to break that obedience to him, that is what he gets pissed off about. Cause I was
Yeah,
super fucking submissive.
yeah,
I
yeah,
you remember I was super fucking submissive to your dad, bro. I did like every fucking thing he asked me to do. I did it. If he quit his job and was like, babe, I need you to stay home, stop doing everything you doing, I would stop. He didn't.
yeah,
I didn't even question. I'd be like, all right, fuck it. I mean, I might say why, and he give me the reason. I'd be like, all right, cool. I'm staying home with the kids.
yeah. I think it's more
So you said so basically you saying
like
men
seeing
want control over women.
they want to, but they also want to see it
What do you mean?
like in a sexual setting. Like that's why men love vagina so much. It's not more of the actual thing itself because like yes, it's great, but at the same time, it's when you see a woman like shaken and out of control
What do you mean shaking? I like twerking?
or no,
What do you
like
mean?
when she has an orgasm, she has
Okay.
yeah.
Got it.
So when you see stuff like that, it's like you feel like you have a lot of power over that,
Hmm.
right?
So okay, help me to understand this shit. So you're saying that men get addicted to control
Yes.
and the sexual part of it. I'm trying to be YouTube friendly. The sexual part of it is more of a control thing too.
Yeah, and that's why.
And once he loses the control, he get angry.
Yeah, cause
So
that's why men start acting a certain type of way when they take it away.
so what? Okay, so let me ask you this. So me and your dad's issue was money.
Hmm.
It's not enough money, too much money.
Okay.
Because when we was broke together and we was grinding and we was doing it together, we was going half on everything. Shit was cool. As soon as he started making all the money and he was like, "Babe, I want you to stay home," and he was paying all the bills and he was making, you know what I mean, making sure everything was good, everybody was eating. He started getting real fucking arrogant. So I want to know, what do you think is the part about the money? Like when it comes to the money part of it, what do you think that's about?
I I think personally that it comes from a level of like
Control.
yeah
It's
control
the
because
same
like
shit, right?
yeah it's like
Hmm.
if I'm doing all this for you then
Yeah, but I didn't ask you to, motherfucker. You
yeah
asked me to stay
you
home. The
exactly
fuck? Come on.
if I'm making this a certain amount of money and I ask you to do certain things and you're reluctant to do it or like you feel like not saying that there shouldn't be a conversation about everything for sure but it's like some men have this superiority complex where if I'm doing this and doing this for you and I'm taking care of the household financially then if I ask you to do something and you say no that automatically there's a problem.
Mm. But what about when they ask you to stay home? It's almost like I got set up Like I was doing me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was 8 months into my dental assistant thing. I was getting ready to graduate in 2 months. He quit his fucking job. He saw the motion. He saw the success all over me. And he just was like, nah, fuck that. Let me quit my job. Let me stop this bitch motion. You feel me?
Yeah.
Sit your ass down somewhere.
Yeah.
And babe, stay home. I got it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get my trucking license. You good? You ain't gotta go nowhere. Just stay here with the kids, and then you go out, get girlfriends, come home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Looking like you've been out at the fucking club pimping and shit.
And that's the control part that I'm talking about. It's like if I like there's certain men that'll be like, if I know you're at home, and
I ain't gotta worry about you.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what was crazy about that? I still had me a little side piece that was coming to the house when he wasn't there, because I already knew what the fuck he was doing. Okay, so Josie Ann, yes, y'all are allowed to come up to the live, but like let us talk a little bit first, and then I'll let y'all know when I want y'all to click the link. So if y'all got questions or y'all want to share something, write that shit down so you don't forget. Darnell want to know, Lucky, how do you feel about dating and dealing with women in your generation? By the way, he's 23.
Yeah, I'm 23.
Yeah, I almost forgot.
I think it's very, very difficult to date in my generation.
Well, you found you a nice young lady.
Yeah, but she's not in my generation.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? True. So I chose to...
By the way, his lady is what, 9 years?
10 years older.
10 years his senior.
Yeah. So me personally, I don't date in my generation.
What? Why?
Because everybody they're influenced by society too much to where they want to just be outside, or so my generation is the ones that are the problem as far as the women go, right? And wait, I'm talking about for me, from my experience.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. The men are the issue too, because men will do some diabolical stuff. I'm not going to discount the men.
Thank you.
But I am saying, for me personally, I don't date in my generation because there's a cheating culture in my generation.
Yeah, it is. It is. And you know what's crazy to me? I be thinking sometimes, and I know this is a fucked up thing to think, but I be thinking sometimes, I be like, yo, I could literally get on the internet, bro, and I could literally like with so much power that I have. Remember how I was pimping them girls and shit back in the day by accident? Mm-hmm. Like, you know how easy it would be for me to become a fucking cult leader and like I could be on top of the world if I wanted to be. If I wanted to be on some bullshit, if I wanted to use my gifts for some bullshit, it would be so. This generation, bro. You heard of Nature Boy before? Mm-mm. There's this nigga named Nature Boy that this nigga was like fucking. I think he like 30 now. This dude basically had like a Smex cult. Mm-hmm. Had a bunch of. He was online talking all this shit. Had all these young girls come in and, bringing all their money to him, hundreds of thousands of dollars, just giving them money. And he was knocking all of them up, spreading diseases all through it. He ended up getting life in prison. But anyway, when I sit back and I watch him, he was so dumb to me. Like a goofy. Yeah. Like he was a straight up goofy, bro. Like some of the shit he was saying, I used to be like, bro, you literally can Google that shit. Like he wasn't saying anything that was so great to where you wanted to go and get a plane ticket and go fly to where the fuck he had and give him some head. Like what the fuck? Then the shit he was doing to the girls online was crazy. He was like beating them up. He was slapping the dudes all in the face, fucking the dudes and all that. It was weird. And then he kept saying, look, like every like 6 months he'd come up with something new. He'd be like, oh yeah, I just want to, I'm bisexual. Like, yeah, you supposed to be. Nigga, I'm God. I was like, what the fuck? No, like it was he's bugging. Yeah, the people that are unalive fucking around with him and shit. Have people taking stop taking medicine. Like if they stop taking it, the possibilities for them to unalive was like high. Like the dude was weird, bro. Chicks was having miscarriages and abortions. It was weird. That's mad weird. But this generation, like maybe it's a New York thing, because they say New York is its own, country and shit. Like they call it a concrete jungle. Like New Yorkers, like the shit that's going on with the China coming out saying that the knockoffs is the real brand, they the same shit. Yeah. We knew that in the 90s. How many times I done bought y'all knockoffs when y'all was, remember going to the warehouses when y'all was younger? Mm-hmm. And we used to shop it up. And when we come back to wherever we was living at, they used to be like, oh, that's fresh. Where you get that from? That's fresh. Whoever talked about y'all clothes ever when y'all was little? Nobody.
Nobody.
Y'all had velour everything. Y'all had the Timbs. Y'all was fresh. Y'all was the freshest kids in every fucking neighborhood we ever went to,
You know
bro.
what? You know what I heard?
What?
There's a saying that I like to say. Even if it don't matter if the bag that you got on is fake or real, it just depends on who wearing it.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
That's why I don't do the brand. Like if I do brands, it's gonna come from Burlington or TJ Maxx.
Yeah.
I don't give no fuck about that shit because I already know. I've been to the warehouses. I've been in there. I've seen them in there stitching the goddamn Gucci bags together, nigga. I know. And then back in the day, dudes would go and buy the name brand shit and buy the knockoff and compare it. And it was like it's the same shit, bro. So we knew that way back in the day. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I wanted to say something about something you said earlier when you was talking about how guys or whatever or girls sometimes will try to smash their boyfriend's friends or whoever.
Yeah.
An old head told me one time when I was young, I was a teenager. He said, I want to tell you something, baby. I said, what? I was out in the streets hustling. Everybody wanted me to go to school and stop hustling. They didn't know what was going on at the house. Anyways, he said, I want to tell you something, baby. I want you to take this with you for the rest of your life. I said, what? He said, don't never trust a nigga that'll cheat on his motherfucking wife. And I said, why? He said, if that nigga cheat on a woman that take care of his motherfucking ass, that nigga can't be trusted. He'll kill your motherfucking ass. And that I took that with me for the rest of that was one of the hood things. Like I never repeated what he said to me to none of the niggas in the hood. But if I was out on the block and there was a nigga that was out there fucking around with his wife, I kept that nigga away from me because I was like, he'll kill me, bro. Because the old head told me
he can't be trusted with nothing.
Yeah, if you would cheat on the woman that take care of you, this bitch had your babies and cook your food and all that.
Also, I got another one. If a dude will lie for his homie about cheating and stuff like that nigga can't be trusted either.
Absolutely, I 100% agree. I 100% agree. And see, I've been through all of that stuff because, our cousin, one of my favorite cousins in the whole wide world, was smashing my baby daddy. I didn't talk to y'all about that before. I don't know if you remember. You the baby, so you probably don't remember. But Prima,
yeah, I heard
fuck around with toe and all that shit. Yeah. So it's like I can't trust nobody any motherfucking way. You know what I'm saying? When you get betrayed like that by your own family, it's kind of like who do you trust? When you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bitch, I don't let you come live up in my fucking house. You don't eat my food, everything, bitch. Really? To be betrayed. And then my dad kicking me out the house when I was 16 years old. Like, how the fuck do you trust somebody? You know what I'm saying? The people around you that's supposed to be your support system. These are the people who letting you down and shit like that. But I want to know this. Something that just clicked into my head. So, all right. So you got a relationship that you have going on now that's seemingly healthy for the most part. Excuse me. I know you young, so I'm pretty sure there's some things I don't know. I put them cards on your way if I want to. But
I'll put the cards on you too.
Oh, it's all good. I ain't got no secret. All you gotta do is ask me, nigga. I'll tell you. But so the person that you was kicking it with before this relationship, I didn't like the girl energy. She was pretty, but I didn't like her energy. She gave off real funky, weird, type disrespectful type shit. You know what I'm saying? And she thought she was gonna be disrespectful. And I was like, nah, bitch, we ain't doing none of that. Stop that shit. Nipped it in the bud. What was it about her? Cause I don't know if you want to share a little bit about
the past relationship.
Yeah, what was it about? Cause she was a little,
yeah.
She was a little wild. She was a little out there, and she was very what do we want to call it? Sexually fluid.
You can say how it is. She was a little tea-hot. She was promiscuous.
She was.
I think.
Hold up. Josiane said, I think women lie to themselves more to keep up with the Joneses. And I think they want to keep a fantasy of the person that they want. And they don't want to admit that it failed. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't think they be lying to themselves. I just think that they ignore shit. I think women are very wise when it comes to relationships.
But I also think that women know their emotions take over them sometimes, but they
ignore shit.
But that's also technically delusion, and you really think about it. If you're saying that something is not wrong when you know something is wrong, you're just coping or just deciding to stay because you feel a certain type of way, you're not admitting to yourself that the thing isn't working the way you know it should.
I think, I'm gonna be honest. I think that the reason why I put up with some of the shit that I put up with, now you got to remember, I'm cut from a different cloth. I think a lot like a man, a
Mm-hmm.
lot, and
Yeah.
behave a lot like a man. I think one of the biggest reasons why I put up with the shit that I put up with is I was hopeful.
Mm.
I think that I was dating based off of potential. I was like, oh, but he has the potential to be less, and he has the potential. But that motherfucker didn't see the potential. I saw it, but that nigga didn't see it. You feel me? It
Yeah.
was like, and personally, I think so highly of my motherfucking self that if a nigga would cheat on me, bitch, you done lost your fucking mind. I'm the best bitch you could ever get. The fuck is you talking about? You gonna get cussed out, but I'll cook the shit out some food. I'll smash the shit out your ass. Sorry. Listen. I I don't have an issue with being submissive as long as a nigga doing what the fuck. If I don't have to tell you what to do, bruh, listen, you got me.
Yeah.
You got me. I will shut the fuck. If you the type of man that come into my world and be like, hey baby, listen, I'm finna run to the store. I'm finna go get A, B, C, D, and E. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna change that goddamn oil, and you do it, and I don't ever have to check behind you. You got me. You got me.
So just a man in his word for real.
Just be real, nigga. Real recognize real. I don't like fake. I don't like lies. I don't like people being like. For me, like it's
Gar-
easy to just be transparent. It's easy to just be like, oh, yo, I'm having car trouble, so da da da. I don't like people who be weird. Oh, I didn't want to bother you. No, bitch, bother me. Tell me what the fuck going on, nigga.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then when I start treating you like a trick, then you won't get mad. When I tell you to give me some fucking money or give me some head and get the fuck out of my face. Sorry.
No, you good. You good.
You gonna get mad and be like, oh, you a mean bitch. But no, I told you already. I already warned you like 5, 6 times, motherfucker. I told you I don't like that shit. You feel me? So I don't know, man. But anyway, talk about the little promiscuous girl. Promiscuous
Uh, but
girl.
before we get there, he says, so the topic, I think men cheat more than women, but women are smarter at cheating. I agree. That's basically what my answer to it was. But to get to the to the topic at hand, which you asked, um, met this girl at working at a job. Uh, we hung out, uh, and then I'm not even gonna lie to you. Honestly, me dating her was a mistake, right?
I don't think it was.
Well, she tried to smash the first time we hung out.
Yeah, but I think everything. I don't think anybody comes into your life for no reason. I think she was a lesson, and I think you learned your lesson.
No, I definitely learned my lesson.
Yeah,
I
I don't.
definitely,
I don't think it. I don't think it was an accident.
but basically the relationship was good for like the because we only dated for like 6 months.
Hmm.
The relationship was good up until like the 4 month mark where she started getting like real distant, and it turned into um me basically chasing her instead of it being like a mutual thing where we were like kind of going back and forth. So yeah, that turned into me ultimately in a relationship, and yeah.
Did you
So
want to share a little bit more about like kind of like y'all other stuff?
oh
No.
no.
Okay. Because her. Let me just say this. First of all, she was a very beautiful young lady. But her spirit was really ugly. And for me, if you got an ugly spirit, you just an ugly ass bitch. To me,
Hmm.
because I operate in spirit. I don't give a fuck. Like don't get me wrong. I do see ugly. You know what I mean? If I see somebody that's fucking ugly, I'll be like, damn, you ugly. But for instance, like Big Mom.
Yeah, but she
To
got a
me,
beautiful
I
spirit.
couldn't see her ugliness, even though outwardly men would probably be like, that's an ugly bitch. She was so her
She was
spirit was
sweet.
so
She's
beautiful. She
yeah.
was just the sweetest thing you could ever. So like to me, she's one of the most beautiful people I ever met.
Nah,
You
it's
get what I'm saying? And not like, oh, she had long flowing locks down to the ground and she was light skinned and everybody wanted to be with her. She literally was everything that goes against beauty standards. She was dark. She was tall. She was built bad.
Yeah.
She had teeth missing. Like she's just, but she was so fucking sweet. She never like just the sweetest thing ever. And I fucking love her. Like even now, when I think about her, I'm like, oh, Big Mom. You know what I mean? And I see why my cousin fell in love with her. I can see why he did because of her spirit. Um, but it made me wonder, right? So,
Oh, I got a question for you.
sure.
Okay, so why do you think men cheat, and then why do you think women cheat? Like, what is the reason?
I'm glad you asked that because I was literally thinking that.
Yeah.
Um, excuse me. Don't let me get off track.
Okay.
Okay. Because you know I can babble, honey. So first of all, men cheat because there's an opportunity to fucking cheat for the most part.
I agree with that.
Because listen, my uncle, you know Uncle Jay, that motherfucker got a wife that love his ass unconditionally, nigga.
Yeah.
And that nigga will break up with that lady and go have a whole rendezvous for 2 years and go back to her when he feel like it. And he play on her because he know that she love him.
Yeah.
And she not gonna do nothing. She not gonna go nowhere.
But see, that's where that power control comes in.
I know. And that's what I be trying to tell my subscribers. I be trying to tell them like that submission shit is not where it's at, bro. Because when you submit, you get treated like shit. And I know because I did it. You know what I mean? I got the shitty end of the stick being a nice girl. Now I'm a fucking whole total bitch. And niggas treat me with fucking respect because I don't give a flying fuck. I will cuss your ass out. I don't give a damn what you're talking. Now, I'm not gonna fight no man. I'm not gonna do that. I tried that with Tony. He taught me my lesson. Nigga bust me inside my goddamn head. I was like, okay, bitch, don't swing on these niggas. No, I'm not, okay? I don't swing on niggas like I used to back in the day. But you know, I will give you some tongue action. You feel me? No diddy. But at the same time, like with women, and I'm speaking from my own personal where I come from, like, and I feel like she said, "Dang, we all got the same uncle." But here's the thing: women, I feel like women cheat when they fed up. When a woman has already left the relationship emotionally, that's when she'll cheat.
But why cheat? Why not just break up?
Sometimes it's not safe to break up.
What do you mean? Like
okay,
not in a like.
Okay, let me hold on. I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you. Don't say not like a man ain't gonna put his hands because I'm gonna give you statistics.
Mm-hmm.
The most dangerous time for a woman is when she's about to leave.
Okay.
Pregnant or not, even though pregnancy is sometimes it seems like it's higher, but the most dangerous time for a woman is when she's getting ready to leave. When that man feel like he about to lose her, that's when he does things that surprises people.
Right.
Oh, I can't believe Robert did that. He's never been violent. He was the nicest guy at the office party. Nobody expected this. He'd go in there, murder her, the kids, and himself.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So sometimes the safest option is not to leave. Sometimes the safest option, and the reason why a lot of women are so good at cheating is because a lot of them know that their life is in danger. That's what men don't connect. They don't connect the dots. The reason why it's so dangerous for women to be outwardly cheat, because there's some women out here that are outwardly telling motherfuckers, because I know I have, outwardly telling motherfucker, look, I'm at a time in my life, I don't want to be tied down, I don't want to be, but the reason why women have to be so careful, because they know if this crazy ass nigga find out that she out here cheating, and some of them crazy on purpose. You get what I'm saying? They'll tell you they crazy.
Yeah.
So, like, do I want to get fucking unalived around this bitch because I want to go out and be happy? And then you got to think about this too. Let me ask you this question, and I'm not trying to be funny. And I'm not talking about you in particular, but let me just ask you this. How many times do you think when a man sleep with a woman that he finish?
Probably like 99% of the time.
So every time?
Yeah.
How many times do you think women have orgasms fucking with niggas? And I'm not talking about you, okay? Because I don't know. Don't tell me because I don't want to fucking know. But I'm just asking, what do you think the percentage is of a man being able to make a woman like fully have a orgasm? Yeah. You know, fully like it feels good. Everything like she leaves this situation fully satisfied. She don't have to. He leave and she go grab her toy.
Yeah. So. I would, speaking from my experience, I'm not going to give you the details of my
Please
experience,
don't.
But I will say that majority of the women I've talked to have never had an orgasm.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
So think about it. So wouldn't that warrant women to probably cheat more than men?
That would warrant them to, yeah.
But they don't.
But they don't.
Why?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Because I think if we're being completely honest, I think that women are more loyal than men.
Why do you think that? Because
But
men have a narrative online where they run around saying they more loyal than they loyal like dogs.
I think that the loyalty for men think that them cheating is not being disloyal if they're still taking care of you. Men genuinely believe.
But what man is actually out here taking care of bitches? Like, come on now.
There's
The average nigga, no, it's not. The average nigga ain't making enough money to take care of no woman and no kids, bro. Like, let's be real.
No,
even back when y'all was young, I had to pay half, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and the only reason why your dad was able to sit me the fuck down because public assistance played a gigantic role. We were still on Section 8. I was still getting food stamps. He wouldn't have been able to just go trucking and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was, nigga, the rent was like $200.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, stop fucking playing, bro. The average man is not out here providing no fucking lifestyle for no woman. I mean, you got like your Jay-Z's, but how many of them is it?
Not a lot.
How many fucking Jeff Bezos is it? How many fucking Elon Musk and Trumps is it? And then look at them niggas. Who wanna fuck with them?
I think the issue is that men try to start the race a little too early in life, where they think that they are entitled to be out there like dealing with multiple women when they don't have the lifestyle to do that, or even that the lifestyle to deal with one. Like a lot of the issue is that men they don't get their life together before they start like dating or get in a relationship, and they literally.
But don't nobody really do that if you think about it.
If you think about it, but the value for a woman is different than the value for a man. A man has to have his life together for a woman to actually want to stay for the most part. A woman doesn't necessarily have to have her life together for real before a man will actually want to stay with her.
Well, the reason being is because I think men, because the way the system was set up, it was like the man is supposed to have this woman, this woman slave at home, because that's pretty much what it is. It's literal slavery. Yeah. Like, she's doing every fucking thing, and then he want to yell about the little shit he do. He cut the grass, nigga. You only gotta cut the grass like once every 2 weeks, once a month. Stop fucking playing. You know what I'm saying? He take out the fucking trash. Most households, you maybe do that once a day. Yeah. Maybe.
I would say like when you go get your haircut, you should cut the grass.
Well, some niggas don't get their haircut though.
Oh man. Darnell says.
So wait. Don't just. No, a lot of people said stuff. Hold on. Let me go back.
No, I was reading all their stuff.
Hold on.
He's on the ask something.
Okay, she said that. You already seen that. Oh, don't do that. Okay. Okay, we stopped at the. We got the same uncle. Men cheat. Darnell says men cheat if they can because they can. Most women cheat because they've been cheated on.
True, yeah.
Well, that definitely could play a role in it, but I'm gonna keep it real. I done cheated on the motherfucker before because I wasn't busting. I'm just saying. Sorry, baby. Close your ears. Roshi says when they know you ain't going nowhere, it gives them powers to cheat without consequences. Yeah, but nobody should ever know you're not going no fucking where. A motherfucker should always fear losing you. I feel like if they don't fear losing you, it's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
A motherfucker should already know that, bitch, it's 8 billion people on earth. Fuck is you talking about, bitch? I will walk out on you the first time you start stressing me more than you blessing me. I'm getting the fuck away from you, nigga. I don't give a fuck who you is. Friend, family, cousin, auntie, uncle, boyfriend, husband, whoever, kids. I don't get no fuck. Okay. Snappy one. Hey Jess, she says you can't just break up. You need an escape plan, side money, new address, telephone change. Listen, Jess, girl, if you seen the way I break up with motherfuckers, you be like, go Queen. I don't play that shit, girl. Okay, look, your girl. I got a method, child, and one of my methods is can't no nigga never live with me, never no more. Okay, period. Okay, and Zandra says because we love hard. Yeah, but it ain't that much love in the world for the motherfucker to be treating you crazy. Jess says, or Snappy one, she says sometimes men have a lot of bodies because they're terrible at sex, and it's a one and done for women. Yeah, because a woman to give him a shot. But listen, I told y'all gotta pay attention to the way that nigga walk, the way he carry himself, girl. Listen, men who know how to fuck got a different type of swag. Close your ears. Yeah, you heard me?
I got swag.
Josie, you got swag. Josie Ann says, it's because men and women are socialized in society extremely different. Women are or socialized to take the bottom of the barrel, while men are socialized to take everything from women. Facts. Sandra says 1%. So I want to know, as a man, a gay man, why don't women orgasm? Because niggas can't fuck, darn
Uh,
or they don't. They not good at foreplay or something.
it,
Shit.
it plays all of those things counted definitely matter.
He gotta care though, cause like
but I will say this.
I'm about to let y'all click this link too. So get ready to click the link and come up, because y'all, instead of y'all asking these questions on here and typing, y'all could go ahead and click that link and come up. Because I want somebody to bring some smoke though. Shit.
I would say that a lot of what I've heard from women that I've dealt with,
Mm-hmm.
uh, most of their partners weren't big enough.
Wow.
Like 90% don't got it like that.
You know what's crazy?
Well,
My experiences have been the opposite.
okay, well, uh,
That's crazy. Y'all don't know how to pick them.
Yeah, most women will deal with a man who's not very well endowed, and or they don't know how to use it, and not only that, but they mouthpieces not all that either.
I disagree.
I
I'm just telling you. He want to know why aren't women orgasm. I'm gonna tell you why. Because most men don't give a fuck if she do. The only thing he really care about for the most part is him getting his.
Yeah,
And
I would say that
he
too,
initially has to care if you're satisfied. He has to care if you're being pleased. And here's the issue. This is the reason why I don't date down. I will not date a ugly nigga, bro. And the reason why I won't date the ugly nigga, because I tried that shit before. And ugly niggas get arrogant when they get a beautiful woman, they get fucking arrogant. They start to think that they're not ugly no more. And it's like, no, nigga, you still ugly. I'm just trying to do something different. You feel me? Like, you still an ugly ass nigga that don't nobody want to fuck with, but I'm trying to do something different because, you know what I mean? Yeah. You think you can turn the AC down one more notch?
Yeah, I got you.
But I'm you know, the nigga gotta care. Like, if he's not extremely attracted to you and he really don't want you to go nowhere, that nigga not finna give a fuck. Like, if you get a guy, like for instance for me, right? I tend to date very nice looking people. Like, your dad is a nice looking guy, your brother's dad is a nice looking guy. You know, the guy I'm kicking it with now is a nice looking guy. I date really nice looking people. But I try not to date motherfuckers who think that they look better than me. I want them to look at me like I'm a fucking prize. If that nigga don't see me as a prize, he not gonna give a fuck about if I'm pleased or not. He not gonna care. Like, why? Like, this ugly ass bitch. Please her for what? Bitch, give me some head. Shut the fuck up. Like, that's how they think. You feel me? Okay, Xandra says, facts, Queen. Snappy one says, Queen has a eggplant radar. I sure do. Xandra says, some men be very selfish and don't even last long. Yeah, like, I don't date dudes like that. Like, I date men who be like, I aim to please. Like, I want to make sure that you're satisfied. I want to make sure, like, it turns me on to see you happy. Like, I like people like that. And because I read energy well, not just with cars, but just in life generally, I can tell the way a nigga look at me if he wants to please me or not. I can tell if he just in it for himself, or if it's just him wanting to, or he want to genuinely make me happy. You know what I'm saying? Because I've dated motherfuckers who didn't care, so I know the look. I know what it looked like. Yeah. So and I do have an eggplant gator radar. Why I say gator?
I don't know why you said that.
It came out wrong. Some men be very selfish and don't even last long. Roshi says, Queen, your son is handsome. Roshi said, you handsome.
Appreciate it.
For personal readings, email Queen. Yes, and my reading prices went down, y'all. So come fuck with me while the reading price is down. Because as soon as y'all money go up, the readings going up, baby. Okay. But they went way down. Okay. The Sweetest Tea says, yes, they get beside themselves. Yes, and thank you for being a member of the Sweetest Tea. Yeah, they do. Ugly dudes will get beside themselves. But at the end of the day, like, an ugly dude will cheat on you too. An ugly bitch will cheat.
Yeah, because you know what it is? What? A lot of ugly dudes don't get a lot of women. So as soon as they get the opportunity to have somebody else, they going to jump.
You know what else I noticed too about ugly people? Like, having a beautiful woman on their arm bring their status up. So it make more beautiful women start to look at me like, damn, he must be putting it down. Ugly as he is, that bitch. Let me go throw some ass at him. And I think that is the reason why you can get on internet, YouTube, TikTok, and see these ugly ass dudes are talking about, I want my woman to be feminine, fit, and friendly. And I'd be like, oh boy, you look like you just fucking swallowed a whole 16 pack of fucking ballpark hot dogs with the buns and all the sides and drunk the whole 12 pack. And you on here looking like you 9 months pregnant, talking about what the fuck you want your woman to be sexy and fine, and bitch, you ain't been to the gym in life, looking like you finna give birth tomorrow. And it's weird to me to see things like that. And you know what else I think? I think a lot of people have very unrealistic expectations.
Oh yeah.
I think that's not like it's this one girl that I be seeing on YouTube. I ain't gonna say her name. I be seeing her on YouTube and TikTok. She got like a whole like mustache and all that, and she be like, "Yeah, if I'm gonna date a man, he has to do this to me. My nails is this much," and I be looking like, Miss, I don't think you should. Your standards are just too high. And I'm not saying don't have standards. I feel like every woman should have a set of standards.
You know what? The saying is now in my generation, be delusional. So
be
delusional.
Meaning what?
Meaning like if there's something that you want, like believe that like if a woman is 6'1", 350 pounds, and her face card is not there, they tell them to just look. You could get whatever you want. You're gonna have whatever you want. It doesn't matter what you do with your body. None of that.
Oh, I know y'all not thumbs up. Hey man, y'all gotta thumbs up the video. Come on, y'all. Don't do me like that. This is a great conversation. Like, stop fucking playing, okay?
You might have to refresh it though.
No, I ain't gotta refresh it. They need to hit the look. My mods be on it. Look, my wrench holders is on it. Come on, y'all. Don't do me like that, man. Yeah, thumbs up the video, y'all. Come on, double tap.
Do you want to bring some people up now?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. So I want somebody to come up. So here's the topic that we're talking about is if men cheat more than women and the reasons why. I would like to hear some of you guys' experiences, because it seems like when I talk to women seem to have like these horror stories, and men seem to never know what the fuck happened. He was the perfect guy. She just left him out of the blue. He doesn't, you know what I mean?
That's because they don't listen.
Oh, they delusional. You said y'all think is be delusional.
No, I'm talking about for well, from what I've heard, it's more of the women that say that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But that's been the thing forever.
Yeah.
Like even before you were born, women were saying the same fucking thing. So obviously Paw and them wasn't listening. Your daddy generation wasn't listening. This generation not listening. Why are the same complaints from seemingly what, like 100 years ago? We still talking about the same shit. Why is this even a topic?
Because I don't know.
Because obviously somebody ain't getting the fucking picture.
History repeats itself though.
Excuse me. All right, Snappy says, did you see Trick Daddy say a woman has to lower her standards? I'm halfway listening because I'm studying. Let me stop talking. Yeah, you must be being a lawyer. Goddamn it, you get in them books, woman. Snappy says the likes are good. I refresh. Now I'll hush. Okay, bet it up. Okay.
Yeah, I knew it.
Shut up. Darnell says this live is exclusive. Blessed Queen with a cash app. Please do. $sign Nuworld Tarot, y'all. You know, hook your girl up, man. Because it's hard out here for a pimp when you're trying to get the money for the rent, for the Cadillac and gas money spent, cause a whole lot of bitches jumping shit. Okay? But yeah, whenever y'all ready, click that link. I want smoke though. I want somebody to fucking come up here that got some cash shit to talk. Somebody that got something that they need to say.
Get it off your chest.
Like say it with your motherfucking chest.
Get it off your chest.
Say it with your motherfucking chest.
Get it off your chest.
Say it with your, if you got a question for Lucky, if you got a question for me, if you want smoke, if you agree, if you disagree, if you got a story about something that you want to share with the world. Listen, this is a therapeutic live that we're having right now, okay? So get your ass up here and click this. Okay, how do I find out who in the fuck is on here? Is it this?
That's just us now.
Where the rest of the fucking people at? Click the link, damn it. Get up here and talk your talk and walk your walk.
You might have to mute the live Stay in the live, but mute it when you come up so you don't get double audio.
No, I'm unmute it so we can actually hear it because we ain't gonna be able to hear shit they talking about unless I unmute. You know.
No, you good in here.
I know. I'm saying I'm gonna have to turn the sound up on YouTube though.
No, you're gonna be good on the Zoom.
I know that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about turning the sound up on YouTube. So listen, click the link, come up, let me know what the fuck y'all talking about. I want to know. I want to know some of y'all experiences. What have y'all seen? Like, what was y'all mom and them doing? Like, what was Big Mom and them doing back in the day? Okay, that had y'all on some. This is the new generation. I ain't fucking with that shit. Okay, like that's what I want to know. Why I can't see
Also,
the lights and shit.
I wanna ask any of the women in here if they've ever dated like a younger man. And what was your experience like with that?
Y'all hear him, older women. My 23-year-old handsome son wants to know, have you ever dated a younger man and what was that experience like? Click the fucking link, come up. We want to talk about it. Minnie Moon says, well, you are not going to hear anything from me because I agree with everything that you said thus far. Okay. Well, that's good. It's more to it, but this is my son. I can't say everything. But yeah, I be dropping it like it's hot and all that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I said, I feel like I'm the best bitch on earth that you could ever fuck with, even though I'm probably what you say, be delusional. I'm a delusional bitch. I don't give no fuck what you talk about. And I'm not gonna come up off my delusion. I feel like I'm the best option that you motherfucking have, bitch. I'm smart. I can cook. I can do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, look.
Okay, I get out there and work on my own car. Will I? You seen it?
Yeah.
Don't play with me.
The little things, yeah.
Little things. It's the little things. Yeah, I ain't gonna like drop the engine or no shit like that. But I go out there and change some hoses. Some shit you gonna charge me $800 fucking dollars for? Change some oil. I do all that. But I'm a resilient bitch. I know how to make. Look, I can turn water into wine. Can I not?
Yeah.
I'm like Jesus.
Xandra, that no, that's valid. That's a valid experience.
Hold on, let me see what she said. Hold on. Xandra says, no, I'm 34 and have only dated older men, especially as a single mom. Maybe you need to kick it with somebody younger, Xandra. Shit.
But make sure they got like they head on straight. They got their life together.
They got a mama like me.
And yeah,
go meet their mama. And if the bitch don't act and talk and walk and be, well, the bitch ain't gonna walk like me, honey. Okay. But if that bitch ain't taught him something, don't fuck with him.
Yeah, because I would also say that like it's easier to, I think, if we're talking about control, right? It's easier to date somebody who's not stuck in their ways as much because they'll actually listen to you.
You know what amazes me sometimes too?
What?
Like you and your brothers was all raised with me, and how everybody is so different. Like your older brother doesn't have emotional control very well. Your second oldest brother is very abusive to women, like emotionally, verbally and stuff like that. It surprises me sometimes when I look at the outcome of y'all. It makes me wonder, like, is y'all outside influence more of a factor than what y'all was actually, because like my influence should be the greatest one because y'all motherfuckers been around me your whole life. But it's interesting to see how everybody is different, even though they were raised under the same roof with the same rules and the same, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like it's so weird.
Everybody, so I would say as far as my brothers go, it goes like this. Taj has had the most outside influence.
No, I think he's more of a follower than anybody.
Exactly,
else.
The most outside influence. So
yeah, he's more of a follower.
And then you got TJ, who didn't really get out as much, so he doesn't have that much outside influence. And then I was both, right? I got outside influence, so I can I like to differentiate. You know,
you like variety. A nigga like variety. Let me see if anybody came. Where the fuck y'all at? Wait, how do I find these motherfuckers? If they do click the link, did anybody click the link? Because I don't see y'all. Y'all about to piss me off. Don't piss me off. Y'all ain't got shit to say? It's still just us. Let me see. Is anybody else? Invite more. I don't see none of y'all up here clicking the link. Y'all ain't got shit to say. Y'all being wussies. Don't be acting like no bitch. Please, please. I'm just a bitch ass nigga. Stop acting like this bitch ass nigga. Come up here. Okay.
You're the youngest. Wait, no, where we at? Oh no.
I'm 34 and have dated older men. Snappy says, be sure to check out Queen's other page, New World Visionz with a Z. Please do. Zandra says, I don't even know how to talk to them. They approach me like I'm 25. Just say hey. Or fuck it. When I'm okay, Zandra, I'm gonna bless you, girl. So when the youngest, I had listened like a few weeks ago, I had this 26-year-old trying to holler at me in the store. Girl, he tried to pull his ID out. I was laughing so hard. I was like, oh my god, he don't know. I got a son his age, but I didn't say that, right? Because I know I don't look his age. But let me tell you what you do. When they walk up to you and they approach you, what you want to do is be on your grown woman. Don't ever come out of your lady essence. Always let them know that you're living in your soft girl era. At least that's what I'm doing right now. I exude the energy. I tell people with my energy that you are not allowed to come into my world and bring any type of bullshit towards me. I have a very serious demeanor, not meaning that I don't smile and I'm not inviting or anything like that, but I let them know that I'm not the bitch to be played with. Okay, I'm a lady, 100%. Okay, all the time, 24 fucking hours a day, 7 days a week. Okay, I'm like Planet Fitness, bitch. We don't never club. Okay, but what you do is you respond in a very mature manner. So for instance, let's play like we in a scenario,
Okay,
right? Okay, so this is a 23-year-old. I'm 45. Let me let him Matt, baby. Just say you saw a beautiful girl.
Okay.
Matt.
I'll probably walk up to her and be like,
no, don't say I'll probably walk up to her. You already walked up to her. Say something.
See this situation.
Okay. Just do it. It's hard because I'm his mama.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? It's whatever. Pretend like a situation that already happened. Like, you know, you walked up to some chick and just do it. Just say whatever you said to her.
I don't even start with like a pickup line.
All right, well just say whatever you say.
I usually just start.
Just say whatever you say.
Hey, how you doing? I mean, I don't even
you start laughing like that.
No, I don't have like a lot. No,
okay,
there's no like line. Like there's just
say whatever you would say if you saw a nice looking girl you want to talk to her, nigga.
I'm mad that you put me on the spot like this.
I mean, I'm trying to give her some. You know, we trying to help her. We trying to help Dondra.
Okay.
You so fucking annoying. Oh, Josie in the waiting room. Stay, Josie, don't leave. We finna get you, girl.
No, okay, all right. I'm not. I can't. You put me on the spot.
Because, okay, I did.
Right.
Wait, let me see if you can do it with Josie in. You think maybe you need an outsider?
No.
Okay, well just say it. Whatever the fuck. Whatever you want to say that shit.
You funny.
Say it. I'm joining you, Josie, but hold on, okay? let him finish. I gotta turn this fucking sound.
I'd be like, oh, you got really nice earrings. Where'd you get them?
I don't know you.
You don't know me? Oh.
You wear earrings?
Yeah, I wear earrings.
What kind? I don't see no earrings in your head.
Yeah.
Wait, you like the kind I got? You wear these?
No, I don't like that dangly stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you just said you did.
No, I like them, but I wouldn't wear them.
You a liar? See, like I'm a my grown woman, bro. Look, but check it. He gonna be turned on by that shit though. Not you.
It's so much easier to do this. It's so much easier to do this when you're like the moment. You put me on the spot. It's like,
I'm sorry. Okay. Where Josie in at? Josie at? Can you hear me, baby?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Josie.
Okay, there's like a lot of feedback. I don't know.
No, because I can hear her.
No, we can hear her in here.
Okay, hold up, Josie. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay. Where Josie in at? Josie in? Boom.
You hear me, baby? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Josie in. See, we can't hear her.
Yes, we can.
I don't hear nothing.
Josie, say something. Oh, you muted her in here.
I did not fucking mute her.
No, she muted herself.
Oh, unmute Josie.
Hello.
Okay, there you go. All right, baby. What you got to say?
See, we can't hear her.
I'm sorry. I'm still hearing feedback.
I don't hear nothing.
Josie, gonna say something.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, you muted her in here.
Yeah, I can hear you. It's a little bit late, and we was trying to figure it out beforehand. But my son told me it was normal, which is weird.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry. I can't barely hear you because like I feel like there's like a replay or
I'm still
something,
hearing feedback.
and it's talking while you're talking, so it's like I can't hear anything. It's like literally happening as I'm talking.
Oh, it's our volume. We need like headphones or something. You got headphones?
Over there. Can you hear me now, Josie?
Only happening as I'm talking.
It's our volume.
It's still playing.
Over there.
Can you hear me, Josie?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Do you hear playback? Can you hear me now, Josie?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I hear it too.
I do too.
I don't know what that is.
Stop doing that.
Only happening as I'm talking.
It's our
I don't know why it's doing that. But if you could just go ahead and say whatever you're gonna say, girl.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Do you hear playback?
Okay, no problem. Yeah,
Can you hear
I
me now,
completely
Josie?
agree with
Yeah, no, I
like
hear it too.
everything
Yeah, I do
you guys are saying, especially with the conversation. I just kind of like want to put in my 2 cents. And you know, Queen, I'm like an extreme introvert. I barely leave my house. So, you know, when you like have that one-on-one, you basically just go on and talk about how to like get out of the house. And I feel like I'm still finding myself not being comfortable, you know, being in a situation with like the opposite sex. So I actually wanted to ask you, like your son, how to basically not have this weird perception of like, you know, like number one, men are natural predators, and it's very scary of like hearing stories about women just going on dates and it being like a really, really bad experience. And just being like, you know, feeling safe in the presence of like the opposite sex. I think that's kind of where like I'm at the moment.
Yo, Josiane, can you hear us? Can you hear me? And do you have the stream open? Question. That might be it. If you have the stream open. If you can hear me,
I can't hear her.
I mean, no. If she could hear me, just inside the
I might just tell her to put it in the chat.
I don't know. I don't know what that is. We gotta figure that out.
That's why I was trying to get you to figure out 2 hours ago.
But it's not echoing now. I think it was a feedback from her maybe.
No, I heard all of us.
I heard all of us too, but I'm saying that
No,
maybe
it was doing the same
stream.
shit when I streamed yesterday. I just told you that. That's why I asked you to see if we can. Anyways, Josiane, do you think you can type your question in the chat? I'm sorry. I want y'all to be able to come up and actually talk, but I couldn't understand what her question was. Yeah, it was like talking all over that shit. Can she hear us?
I don't know.
Bro, why'd you turn the camera back on when I turned it off?
Oh, I didn't know you turned it off. Sorry.
I did.
Yeah, just exit.
Do what?
Just click the camera.
That's what I did. And you turned it back on. Can she hear us?
I don't know.
I don't think she can. We need to take these earphones out.
Yeah.
Josiane, can you hear us? Don't turn the camera back on.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if she's.
Go back to the Yeah, she left. She was asking for suggestions on how to feel safe to date.
Yeah, I thought that's what she said.
I thought that me too, but bruh, it was unclear. Josiane, I love you, girl. That's my boo.
She asked me, okay. Yeah, I think I heard you.
Y'all might have to mute YouTube in the background. We did.
We muted
I think she was saying she's a homebody and we're asking to feel safe when dating. She did.
Yeah.
She is a homebody. I've done a lot of personals for Josiane. Josiane is definitely a homebody. But I also feel like there might be some fear behind, and listen, most of the women that I do readings for, there is fear behind dating. Most of them.
I can
Oh my
see.
God, you in this black, bro.
Sorry.
It's okay. Go ahead.
It's kind of hard to.
Okay, Josiane says, "Hey, I'm here." Okay, baby. Type your question so we can get a clear understanding of what it is you asked. I might as well unpin this comment because ain't nobody gonna be able to say shit anyway. They're gonna have to fucking type it because we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know what the fuck.
You might have to use. I don't know if you. I'm gonna have to teach you how to use Discord.
Okay,
instead.
cool. We'll talk about that off camera. But yeah, Josiane, take a moment and just type in what it is that you're trying to say. We got to figure out the sound issue. Like it's crazy because every time I figure one thing out, I gotta fucking troubleshoot something else. It's so fucking annoying. But let her ask her question in depth, what she's trying to say, instead of other people telling us what she's trying to say, and then answer it honestly. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing I know about all my children. I know all my children are well endowed because the bitches, the women, sorry, y'all know I'm from the hood. I'm sorry. The women that they deal with have said it, even though I didn't fucking ask. And I know that they have gentleman qualities, but they don't always use them all the time. Okay. So let's let Josiane. Can y'all still hear us? We only got 26 people watching.
We had 35.
Why is it only 20, 30? I think they lying. Well, I bet you when I end it. Why do you keep doing that?
Because it was behind. See? Yeah, it should be good now.
Darnell says, "Can you put the link up? Let me see if it worked again." I'm gonna leave the link off because I the playback is crazy, bro. Darnell, the playback is fucking crazy. Like you don't understand what we heard, bro. It just literally sounded like the whole time she was talking, all we heard was
feedback.
Feedback. Yeah.
So next time, I'm gonna see if I can make a workaround. I don't know if y'all have Discord, but Discord is a lot better when it comes to like speaking and stuff like that. So I can see if that'll work better.
Yeah, we'll see. Because before, like a couple of hours before we started the stream, like 3 hours, I think, before we started the stream, he was trying to like see if we can go like different latencies and shit like that. I just found out what the latency was tonight. But yeah, he was trying to like figure it out, and the shit just wouldn't do what we wanted to do. We were still like hearing weird shit. So it's something going on my end that I got to figure out. And I'm glad he here so he can help a bit.
You might have to use your mic instead.
Okay, we can try that too. Yeah, we can try that too. I'm just connected, right?
Yeah, just connect it and then use it.
And then make sure it's yeah. Okay. We'll check it out, y'all. We'll see. I was trying to just use the speakers on the camera, but whatever. We'll see. Excuse me, Josiane, you ain't type your question, baby. I know it's probably a lot, but please type your question in depth because you wanted to know how to feel safe to date, but we want to make sure that's what you were saying before my son answered the question, and I'm not going to interrupt him either. I'm gonna let him answer. Okay, here she go. She says, "Hey Queen, yes, I'm sorry about the whole feedback. So it's not you, Julian. I guess my question is, I think since I have not been in a relationship, I am very comfortable where I am, and the thought of speaking to the take your time opposite sex. My question is, what ways I can do to get out of the mindset and just be safe around me." Well, let me say something before my son answer that. Ain't no safety around me.
See, that's a bad mindset.
No, that's not. It's not. No, it's a realistic mindset because 98% of the violence is committed by men, and women have to be very cognizant and aware of that.
Yes,
and we have to stop lying to ourselves about that shit. So no, there ain't no way to be safe around men. Now there's things you can do that can keep you safe, paying attention to certain aspects and certain red flags and things like that. But there is no safety around men. Listen, anybody can take you out, bro. How many videos have you seen of sons killing their moms? husbands unaliving their wives and their kids, and you know what I'm saying. And it does happen with women sometimes, but not as much as men do. Like there is no safety. What you have to do, and I know you didn't ask me. I'm gonna let my son answer that for you. Um, Always know that you're never ever going to be safe. Period. Around a man, even if you marry him and he your husband and y'all have a daughter together, you have to always think, what if this nigga touch my baby? Because niggas be on some weird ass shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if y'all been together for 20 years. You have to always be thinking, I gotta, oh, he going in there to give her a bath. Let me go in this motherfucker too. Mm-hmm. Oh, he going in here to tuck her in. Let me go in this motherfucker too. Oh, they finna get ready to eat. Let me sit down at this table, even though I ain't hungry. You have to always, especially them critical years, 15, 16, hormones start kicking in, titties start growing, ass start getting fat. Ain't no safety, baby.
And keep in mind,
these niggas will fuck their own kids.
Keep in mind that majority of those things that happen to like the daughters and things like that are usually from outside men, not necessarily from the men that had the kids. So be careful when it comes to
well dating. According to statistics, women are damn near 100% of the time hurt by people that they know and they trust.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying
not
like,
necessarily dad,
but I'm saying
somebody they know and they trust.
Exactly, but I'm saying that like say that there's a young girl that has a stepfather and he's been around for 10 years. She know and she trusts him. Mm-hmm. But those men are still the ones that
they the predators. Yeah. These motherfuckers be listen, Josiane. I know you didn't ask me this, but I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm gonna let my son answer your question. But I want to say this: it's very, very vitally important that women start getting to know socially who this man is. You need to meet his friends. You have to meet the fucking people that he talked to. Mm-hmm. His support system is the people you need to talk to. If he always talking about his sister, meet his sister. Yeah. If he always talking about his mama, meet his fucking mama. If he always talking about his best friend, his barber, his cousin, whoever you need to meet them, because like-minded people fuck with like-minded people. Yeah. He's not gonna show you who he is or tell you who he is, but that motherfucker who's not attached to you in a sexual way is going to tell you. Yeah, they're gonna tell you exactly how he thinks, because you're not gonna sit around nobody you in disagreements with.
I would also say that bring like anybody you're dating or courting or whatever, bring them around the men that you trust, because the men that
men are fucking dumb.
But the men that you genuinely trust are going to give you a real deal. What that person is thinking, he's going to tell you how it is with that person, right?
But you ignoring the fact that men are fucking dumb.
That may be true.
No, it is. Ain't no maybe. It is fucking true. Men are fucking stupid. And this is the thing that women need to get through their fucking skulls. Like, women think that when they meet this guy and everything's going great, and he wants to marry her, and they want to have babies, he wants a family, and everything's going to be great, they think that means throw your guard down and give him all control and everything over the household and the family and the bills, and you can trust him. No, nigga. The more he make you comfortable, the more alert you should be. Mm. There's probably an agenda behind it. And I hate to say that, but that's how it goes. This is very normal. In the real world, most predators, right? Like, let's be real. Most guys who are known for, let's say, molesting young people. Let's say grapers. Let's say unalivers. What do everybody say about them? They're charming. Mm-hmm. They're smart. Yeah. They're lovable. They're trustworthy. Yeah. These are not, they don't look like animals, bro. They don't behave like, they behave like somebody who is intentionally trying to get you to trust them. So the more you trust this motherfucker, the more your antennas need to come up out your fucking head and be like, ooh, hold up. And I'm not saying it's not good men out here. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, the more that motherfucker make you comfortable, the more you need to be on alert. Period. Okay, hold up. Minnie Moon said that is crazy, but this is so true. Josiane said, yep, I hear you, Queen. That's what's up. Snappy says, keep your eyes open and date to learn people's cues. Facts. Josie Ann
Don't
said,
ignore red flags either. Never ignore red flag. If somebody has somebody's family has a history of doing something, they are more likely to do that thing.
genetics.
Yeah.
And people don't realize how strongly genetics plays a role in people's behavior. You can find sons who did the exact same thing they did. There's men who are in prison for life, and their sons 20 years later will turn around and do the same fucking thing
And then
and
they
end
be
up in life.
and they be in the same prison.
Yep. Kicking it to get probably we
Chill,
don't know what they're
chill.
doing there. Josie Ann says, but that's the thing. I don't trust any man, and that's the right attitude. Josie Ann says, my father was unalived by my uncle, and my brother is just well, yeah.
Oh, like he's the same.
There you go. Darnell says, I have a question. Same smecks. I just got off the phone with someone that is cool with me, but they don't want to accept who they are and live in their truth. Should I cut them in my life? Yes, Darnell, because I'm going to tell you something. A person who is not willing to live in their truth is a dangerous person, because if you fuck around and get in your feelings and you decide to expose their truth, you don't know how they're going to fucking react.
Yeah.
And somebody who's not willing to live in their truth, what kind of relationship are y'all gonna have? Like, if you don't want to be honest about what it is that you feel and who you love and what it is you want to do, that means anybody can come in and control you. Anybody can come in and blackmail you. Anybody can come in. Like, you're not a trustworthy motherfucker.
Yeah, and put it like this: are you the type of person that is hiding from anything, or are you just who you are? And that is that the type of person that you want to be around? You have to ask yourself that, because if you gonna live in your truth and be who you are, do you want to surround yourself by somebody who's fake?
And not only that, this motherfucker's a whole liar. Yeah. So you can't get mad when they lie to you all the fucking time, because that's what you setting yourself up for. Yeah. They're a fucking liar, bro. Like, do you really want to put your trust in somebody who started off a connection with you as a fucking liar? Get some head and keep it pushing. That's my advice. Snappy says, it's the hopeful, quote unquote, issue women have. You have to be, I think she meant be, self-vigilant. Life happens, but you don't have to let it happen to you. Just stay alert. You do have to let life happen to you. You can't avoid the obstacles that life is going to bring your way. What you have to do is you have to train for life.
Yeah,
the same way boxers train for a boxing match, the same way that fucking double dutch people train to run, track star train to run, track. Mother has to go through ups and downs and things like that to learn how to be a good parent, bro. You gotta train for that shit. Life is gonna throw you motherfucking obstacles, and the only way for you to win or compete in those obstacles and come out successful on the side, you gotta go through it. So you can't avoid the lemons that life is gonna throw you. You need to learn how to make fucking lemonade. And a lot of people don't want to accept that. They be like, I ain't no lemonade maker. Well, become one, motherfucker. It's easy. Okay.
Xandra.
Snappy says, oh no, my bad. Xandra says, I love the guy so much I let him keep me in a situationship with no commitment for 3 years. As soon as I walked away, he got a girlfriend. He already had a girlfriend. It's been 2 years and he still won't go away. He already had, you baby.
You gotta push him away.
He already had a girlfriend. He had several of them. You just didn't know.
She said, no, I'm not dealing with him.
Xandra says, now I'm not dealing with him, but why give a random a chance over a woman you claim to love and trust? He didn't love you and he didn't trust you. I'm gonna tell you the issue though. What's the issue? You were probably too submissive. Yeah. Men don't fall in love with women that are very submissive. They fall in love with bitches. Bitches are the ones who get rings, bro. I know. I'm a whole bitch. You know how many rings I pawn? I done pawned so many goddamn engagement rings, my nigga. I am a bitch. Son, am I a bitch? Just say yes or no. You don't have to call me a bitch because I'll slap the shit out of you on this live. But am I a bitch? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Do the niggas love me?
Yeah.
When have you seen me get left?
Never.
When have you seen a nigga break up with me?
Never.
I ain't gonna lie. Okay. Darnell says, I'm past that and I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, Darnell, that's not a safe situation for you, my love. And I love you, Darnell, but no, that's not safe for you. That nigga's a whole fucking liar. Bitch, if you know you love me and you fuck with me and you down for me, just be that. Like stand on that fucking shit. And if you scared to stand on it, then obviously you think that whatever it is you doing is wrong. So if you think it's wrong, then stop, motherfucker. The fuck?
These comments are crazy.
Like what the fuck? Snappy says understood training to deal with life. You gotta life is gonna life. And there ain't nothing there's nothing you can't pray yourself out of situations in life. I don't give a fuck how much you go to church, how much money you put in the offering plate, how many times you get on the floor and pray to Allah 5-6 times a day. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't give a fuck how many Buddha quotes that you fucking, use a singing bowl to do, bruh. Life is gonna life, bruh. I don't give a fuck who you are. Trouble is fucking coming. You hear me? Trouble, obstacles are coming. And the only thing you can do is train for life, bro. How do you train for life? Become better. Stop letting what people say to you fuck with you. Stop letting motherfuckers make you want to punch them in their fucking face. Stop swinging on motherfuckers. I had to learn the hard way. A nigga named Tony beat my goddamn ass, had my kids outside the door trying to fuck him up, and he could have fucked all of us. He could have murked all of us in that fucking house if he wanted to. He could have. But like you gotta learn to be smart. Keep your hands to yourself. Learn how to use your words wisely. Learn how to be a woman. Learn how to be a man. Learn how to be trustworthy. Learn how to be fucking honest. Learn how to live in your truth. And the first motherfucker you need to be honest to is yourself. Because if you can lie to yourself, it's gonna be easy as shit for you to lie to me. Yeah. Easy as shit. You lie to me with no what? I'm going to the store. You want to get mad?
Somebody said.
Hold on, I'm going to order. Hold on.
I was too.
Oh, wait, what happened? Oh, okay. Darnell said, okay. Okay, Darnell says, no, I'm a grown man and I love who I am, and they know that, but they want to keep the friendship. Fuck a friendship. Yeah. I can't be friends with no lying ass bitch. Fuck your friendship, bitch. That's what you need. I want no friend that's gonna lie to me. Bitch, if I tell you if I ask my friend if I look fat in something,
be honest.
And they can't even be honest about who they are and who they love and who they want to fuck with, I'm not gonna trust you if you tell me I look great. Fuck you, I'm gonna change. So you say that look good, I'm gonna change. Fuck. Xandra says, oh my God, you sound just like my sister. Good, you got a great sister. Xandra says, I am submissive. I've never gotten a ring. That's why.
And then
that's why you can't be submissive. Hold on.
Is crazy.
Torian says, I'm evil as hell to me. Yeah, and I bet they love the fuck out of your ass. She says, listen to Queen, y'all. She's speaking fact. Yeah, you gotta be evil. Listen, let me tell y'all something. If you are not nice, nasty to these niggas, bro, I promise you they gonna run over you. Men get up on here on this internet, bro, and they cap all day long. They tell y'all they want submissive women. They want a woman that they can come home to, and she gonna do this and she gonna do that. The only thing you need to do, keep your pussy clean. First of all, you can't have loose pussy. Ain't nobody fucking with you if you got loose pussy, bitch. If your pussy loose, go to the doctor of Miami and have them refresh. Look, I got great ass. I'm just saying. I know, not because I had it, but because niggas told me, right? And not only did they tell me, but they bought me a ring too to try to wife me up and marry me. But I'm gonna say this. Listen, if you are that bitch, if you are valid, if you know you valid, right? I don't get no fuck what the situation is, bro. I don't do all that look shit because I've seen women go from a 0 to a goddamn 8 with some makeup and shit. You feel me? Nah. So I ain't even talking about that type shit. I ain't even talking about face cards and none of that. I'm talking about if you a valid bitch, you can't really be nice to these motherfuckers, bro. And my son to tell you, what do I attract? I attract balling ass, ex-motherfucking hustling ass niggas, bro. Yeah. That's now about they goddamn money because that's who I am. I attract who the fuck I am. You feel me? My son attract older women because he's an old soul. He attract women who are ready to settle the fuck down and be stable because that's who the fuck he is. You attract what you are. And I try to tell y'all this shit all the time, man. Life is not about what y'all think it's about. It's not about the weird shit that people be trying to make shit about. It's not the weird shit, bro. Y'all thumbs up the video too, for real. So yeah, it's not about what y'all think. Go ahead. How much is the reading and do we pay via Cash App? Yeah, pay via Cash App, but email me, Xandria. My readings went down a lot, girl. Okay, they whole fucking C note for an hour. But I'm trying to help y'all because I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I do take Cash App. Yeah, I do. But yeah, I'm gonna say this. You can't be nice to these motherfuckers, and the reason why is men love a challenge. They do. Men love a fucking challenge. They love a woman that is going to challenge them. They love a woman that is strong. They love a woman that's sure about herself. A woman that don't give a fuck about their presence. Either you can be here, bitch, or you can get the fuck gone. That's what they love and that's what they like. And they're not gonna tell y'all that. They're gonna lie to y'all. They're gonna get up on the internet and lie to y'all because what they want to do is they want to wipe the goofy bitch. Not me, because bitch, your ring is going to the pawn shop. I lost it. Okay, whatever. Yes, I capped, but that's what I'm supposed to do. Um, they want to wipe the goofy bitch. And when you not the goofy bitch and they think they can wipe you, what they're trying to do is they're trying to conquer you. They want the strong woman to be the one that they conquer so they can have something to brag about. See, conquering a bitch that is submissive is not a flex to a man. If you already, you some Muslim girl that wears a little thingy over their head and you pray and you do everything your man tells you to do, or you're a Christian woman and you come in the house at 8 p.m. and you cook and clean, that ain't no flex. They like, nigga, anybody could do that. Get a bitch like me to submit. Now we talking turkey. Now we talking about bragging rights. Oh, I took this strong, powerful bitch down. This bitch that had this following. This bitch that was so strong. This bitch that had all these dudes wanted her. I got her. I sat that bitch down. That's when they feel powerful. Okay? A man is only as powerful as his woman. I learned that from the old school niggas, man. They don't give a fuck about submissive women, bro. They treat submissive women like shit. Submissive women get beat up. Submissive women get raped. They be lying to y'all. And if y'all believe them, y'all crazy. Y'all, if y'all believe these niggas, y'all crazy. Let me ask something. If your girl wasn't nice, nasty to you, would you like her?
My girl's not nice, nasty.
She is.
She's not.
She is.
She's not.
She is.
She's not.
I've been around her.
Okay.
She is.
She's not.
She is.
Okay. Well, then we're not even having a conversation.
We are.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why.
What is nice, nasty?
Nice, nasty is she's not gonna let you talk to her any type of way.
That's not nice, nasty though.
That is.
That's called respect.
No, it's nice, nasty.
No, it's not. Because I don't talk to her any type
Well,
of way.
okay. Let me finish. You do.
I don't.
You really want to go there on this live? Is she watching? No, don't have to.
I would say I could call her.
No, call her. Here's my idea of what I'm saying. Your lady does not let you talk to her any type of way.
Yeah.
She doesn't allow you to treat her any type of way.
No.
And if you do, she's willing to walk the fuck away from your ass, and she don't give a fuck what you talking about or how much she loves you.
Yes.
That's nice, nasty, nigga.
I don't think that's nice, nasty.
Okay, you don't think it is, but I'm telling you that's my idea.
Oh, yes, that's your idea. Okay.
Okay. So when I say nice, nasty, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So let me ask you this. Hold on. Before you wait.
Okay.
So if she was not the type of woman that you could not, let's say she was one of the women that whatever you said, she just okay. Or
I don't like those type of women.
Say that shit again. Wait. Hold the fuck on.
I don't like them.
I fucking love this shit.
I don't like
Wait,
them.
I need another drink. The joint. Yes. Did you?
I don't like them.
Oh, what? Wait. I gotta get it off, Jesus. Wait. I gotta stop laughing first. Wait. Okay.
You want to know why?
Hold on. Yes, I do, but hold on a second. Didn't I just fucking tell y'all men do not like fucking submissive bitches?
We don't want no pushover.
Listen to him.
Nah, I don't want a pushover.
Go ahead.
I like women who's gonna be confident in herself, put her foot down and
Check your motherfucking ass.
respect, right? Because it puts me in my, like, I have to be emotionally intelligent enough to not be emotional. So yeah, no, I don't like women that just be like, yes, I could. No, I wouldn't even.
Like
I wouldn't
old girl on Coming to America.
Yeah, nah, I don't want that.
See?
I don't want that.
Y'all see what the fuck I'm talking about?
Nah,
What
she's saying is true. Like a woman that's gonna be about her business and put her foot down, and yeah, nah, that's real. She got, yeah, she right. She right.
Go queen. Go queen. Go queen. Okay. Okay, so you said Zandra says you're right, because when I was mean to my current boyfriend, he loved my dirty drawers, but when I was nice, he put back. Don't ever be nice. The fuck is wrong with you? Yeah. Zandra, don't never be nice. What you have to do is what you have to do is you have to be very assertive and you have to be stern. These niggas leave their mama house and come to yours, bitch. So they go from a woman telling them what the fuck to do to a woman who's gonna do everything they tell them to do. They don't know how to handle that type of responsibility. Don't do that. No. No, I got it, baby. Otorian says, Queen, can you do a reading on the twins that drowned in the lake in Mississippi in a sundown town, supposedly invited there by two Beckys? Girl, if you don't shut your mouth and keep on talking. I ain't heard nothing about that. You email me at nuworldtarot@gmail, girl. Oh my God, what? They done drowned some more babies. Who is this young man? Short hair. This is my son, my 23-year-old. Excuse me. He has two brothers older than him. Darnell wants to know, would you take someone back from cheating? Who? Queen is a deal breaker for you. Queen and Lucky. Queen is a deal breaker. What is a deal breaker? Okay. Would you take someone? Wait, he said, would y'all take someone back? So you first. Would you take someone back?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm not with that fucking
absolutely
shit.
Absolutely not.
Because
they'll you know I heard that if they'll shenan once, they'll shenan again. So if you already accepted them back for doing the thing, there's a way higher chance that they'll do it again because they know they can get away with it.
Well, for me, the reason why I won't take a motherfucker back from cheating is because I know that cheating is definitely a power move. If you take me back after I cheat on you, bitch, you just fucked up. Yeah. Because now I'm finna go get all the dick. And what you gonna do? You love me, so what's up?
Yeah, nah, I would never take nobody back from cheating.
And I know that's the way people operate when they cheat. First of all, like I said, when women cheat, we already emotionally out of the situation anyway. So if you take me back after I cheat on you, you just a fucking goofy because bitch, I don't fuck with you like that anyway.
And not only that, I think that cheating is the ultimate betrayal in a relationship.
Absolutely, because bitch, you can bring me back anything. And did you hear about that flesh eating fucking STD they got on now?
Yes, you told me about it.
Nigga, bitch, you eat my flesh, I'm coming to kill everybody, bro. I'm going to the restaurant, nigga. I'm finna just innocent motherfucker. Listen, I'm sorry, bro. I got flesh eating fucking STDs, nigga. Hey, look, we might well go ahead and just make it happen. Fuck it. Why not? Babies, all that shit. It's going down. It's going down, baby. Mm-hmm. Darnell says, what is a deal breaker for you, Queen and Lucky? What's your deal breaker?
My deal breaker, one, cheating.
That's my only deal breaker.
And two,
I can work with everything else.
Two,
or hit me. Bitch, if you hit me, I'm shooting your ass. I don't fight no more.
Somebody who doesn't respect me enough to allow me to be a man.
You know what? I got mad deal breakers. I just thought about that. Nobody really ever asked me that before. But I think I got mad deal breakers.
Give me your top 3.
Disloyalty.
Okay.
Which that umbrella can mean.
Yeah, that could be. Bruh, you want to elaborate?
That could be like cheating, lying, not respecting me, talking crazy to me. Bruh, I got mad deal breakers. Another one would be shit. I think that's the only one I needed.
Real, because it's
loyalty, because it's everything. Yeah, like I don't give a fuck. I'll walk away from a mother. Listen, I could be pregnant with your baby, nigga. Your baby could be alive inside of my body, and I'll be like, yeah, this shit ain't gonna work. I've done it. You know what I'm saying? I've done it. Well, of course, before you was born, but I did it. Yeah, disloyalty. Like, don't be disloyal to me, bro. If I'm loving you a certain type of way and I'm giving you a certain type of energy from me, like for instance, my friend that I have now, I talk to my son about him sometimes. You know what I'm saying? My son was asking me the other night. He was like, "Mom, I think you feeling something, and you ain't saying nothing." And I'm like, "Yeah, but you got to remember who you're talking to." You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck about my feelings. I give a fuck about how you behaving, nigga. Like, that's the biggest thing for me, right? It's like, yeah, I could wiggle around with maybe I'm feeling some shit that I ain't really, entertaining, right? I could wiggle with that. But if that motherfucker do anything, if that nigga do anything that make me feel unsafe or uncomfortable, nigga, I don't give a fuck how much head you got. I don't give no fuck about no orgasms. I don't give no fuck about going out to eat. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Nigga, I'm out, son. Peace up. Ain't turned down. You heard me? Like, with no hesitation whatsoever. I'm not gonna play with you on that level, bro, because that's when you're putting me in a position where either you gotta hurt me or I promise you I'm gonna hurt you. Cause you're not gonna make me feel uncomfortable where I feel like my life in danger. Bitch, I'm gonna get you first.
Would you say you're like a tit for tat type of person?
No, I ain't no fucking tit for tat type of person. As soon as I get mad, I'm finna cuss you out. I don't need that stress on me. I like looking young. I like being 45 and motherfuckers.
You gonna let it out. You gonna let that out.
I'm finna right now. Yeah. Soon as you piss me off, nigga, you getting cussed out right now. Bitch, I'm not waiting for me to get drunk. I'm not waiting for it to be a dark, gloomy night when it's raining and I'm in my feelings. No, bitch. You did that shit right now. Just like back in the day, they used to say, you act a fool in the store, I'm gonna fuck you up in the store. That before they had all these rules where you couldn't spank your children and all that shit. When y'all act up, I'm gonna beat your ass right where the fuck you at. That's how I feel when it comes to relationships, bro. I'm not gonna play with you niggas, bro. I'm not gonna play with y'all. I don't want you to think for 1 second that this is a fucking playground, nigga. You can't come here and play basketball. You can't play football. You just can't play.
Yeah.
This is a serious arena. Bitch, act like you going to court. Go put on a suit, wash your ass, right? And be on your best fucking behavior when you come over here in Queen's Court. Okay? Because we ain't playing the games, bro. Disloyalty, can't do it. You can't call me a bitch. You can't do no. Well, you did.
Look.
Go in.
Well, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, listen. My son is grown.
Look, I know exactly what you're talking about. But
it was the wrong time. I got a buzz. I'm sorry. Y'all ain't never seen me buzz before.
No, you good.
Oh, Jesus.
Yo, just so y'all know, this is our conversations.
This is very normal for us.
This is just how we talk.
We're just
she keeps saying, I don't even know why she keeps saying sorry.
I'm saying sorry because we online and people seeing us being vulnerable. Oh, Jesus. Allah Buddha, Genghis Khan, help me.
I don't know why you saying sorry.
Oh, help a bitch out. I got a buzz. I can't help it. But no, yeah, I don't give a fuck. I could be totally plumb in love with a motherfucker and I could walk off and leave you. You want to smoke your butt? I can. Pause. All right. Yeah, I could be totally in love with a motherfucker and not give a fuck. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I just don't.
I'm gonna ask the chat if they got any questions.
Excuse me.
Or anything to say.
They asking stuff. Oh wait, matter of fact, let me go back. Queen son. Okay, what's the deal breaker for you? That was our last one. Mm-hmm. Okay, thanks. I'm loving this conversation. I'm glad you love it, Darnell, because you know some people ain't real enough for this shit. It's okay.
That's my mom though, so like.
Oh, he know Darnell been fucking with me for a minute.
Yeah.
Darnell says Shannon Sharp is getting what he deserves. Do y'all think it would be different the other way around? What do you think?
Do you think it would be different, like if there was a woman?
If there was a woman dating let's say the woman was 56, she was dating a 19-year-old, and they had all of this evidence of her.
I do. I think it will be different. I think it will be.
What do you think the difference will be?
I think the backlash will be different because,
what?
Like, for example, it's frowned upon for. It's definitely frowned upon for like a young man to like you know those kids that like date or end up talking to like they teacher or something. I think it would be I think it would be just as different as that, like where a young man will date like his teacher and everybody prays. Yeah, and then vice versa. It's like if an older man start talking to like a young woman, then it's like, oh my god, like yo, you're a predator. You did this, you did that. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's like it's the same, but it's different. But it's the same thing. Like,
do you I know they can't hear me, so you probably need to repeat this. But do you think that it's different? Predatory behavior is different in men and women. Repeat the question.
She asked if there's different predatory behaviors between men and women, and she asked me that. I think so because the motive is different.
Okay, explain, elaborate.
Because they both it's still the motive is ultimately control, but the control is different because of you know what? Actually, I don't think so. I don't think it's different. You know, now I'm thinking about it. I don't think it's different.
You ever notice that
the motive is still control at the end of the day?
Do you ever notice that when the women are predatory, they be married, and when the dudes are predatory, they be single?
Wait, say it again.
Do you ever notice that when the women, okay, so like most of the time, when like a teacher or some coach or whatever, the woman a lot of times is like married.
Yeah.
The guys a lot of times are some fucking rich, weird motherfucker. So he be like single. You get what I'm saying? I mean, at least the stuff that they expose to us. I'm not gonna say it's not married men, but I'm saying like a lot of times when these things happen and they like go viral, it looks like the women are in solid relationships and the men are single. Do you think it's something to that?
I think it was with the conversation we was having earlier. Women will cheat because they're not getting satisfied. But
so how is a little nigga fucking making you orgasm and your husband ain't?
I don't know, but like literally teachers will go and do that because that's who they're around all day.
Or maybe it's just because the dude got a big cock.
But she didn't know that, and she didn't know that at first. She did it before she even knew that.
Yeah, but you had to already been eyeing this little boy. What 15-year-old? First of all, I can't think as a 45-year-old woman. I can't look at no 15-year-old dude and be like, oh, he's handsome, he's fine.
Yeah, no.
Like even if he got facial hair, I'll be like, that's a goddamn baby.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying, nigga? Let me see your ID. I'm gonna see your ass in the store and go buy me a 6-pack, bitch. If you don't come up here, no, I do that. Yeah, no, I don't never ask niggas for their ID. I send their ass in the store, and I'm not going to the corner store where it's gonna be all right for you to just walk in because they know you. Right. Nigga, we going to Walmart.
Yeah, bitch.
Go take your ass in there and bring me back a 6-pack. I ain't even gonna drink the motherfucker. I'm putting it in the refrigerator for the next nigga because you ain't the only one. But I'm just saying, like, if a nigga need a cold Budweiser or a Heineken, bitch, it's gonna be in the refrigerator. But I'm just saying, I'm sending you in a fucking store where I know they gonna card you. Because, bitch, you're not playing with me.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't doing that shit. And that's what women need to understand. Like, stop taking these niggas. Just because a nigga got a beard don't mean shit. A baby face is a goddamn baby face. Beard or no beard, bro. A conversation. Talk to this little nigga.
Yeah, well, like, what is he talking about?
What the fuck is he talking about? Oh, yeah, I'll be playing basketball with my friends. I go to the barbershop. Nigga, you ain't got shit else going on in your life. Yeah, I work at Pizza Hut. Yeah, going to Walmart. We going to Walmart. What we going to Walmart for? We just need to get a few things. No worries, little nigga. I want to see if you can buy this goddamn bottle of wine, motherfucker. Okay? Bitch, you won't get me caught the fuck up around this bitch. No, sir. Not gonna happen. Okay, Darnell said Shannon Sharp is getting what he deserves. Do y'all think it would be different the other way around? Yeah, absolutely. No. Not for real, because we be seeing these weird ass old Beckys and shit going to prison for fucking with little kids and shit. Excuse me. Damn, I'm buzzed. Sandra says the only difference is that the man wouldn't tell on Tracy Ellis Ross. Well, Tracy Ellis Ross ain't around here fucking with 19-year-olds though. So that's the thing. Like you saying the man won't tell on Tracy Ellis Ross, but she not around here fucking. She said she liked to date younger, but she didn't say babies. 19 is a whole baby. Yeah. Like, nigga, you just got out of high school last year.
You're still a teenager.
Yeah, that's a goddamn bit. Like, what the fuck?
They can't even buy
And
alcohol.
then think about the audio. Shannon Sharp was straight up controlling that little girl, bro.
Yeah.
Like straight up. That shit was weird. Ain't no 19-year-old gonna tell on Tracy Ellis Ross. Sure they would if they knew they could hit a lick. But she's not obviously if he's 19 and she fucking with him and he ain't got no evidence to share with nobody. That's the difference. Like you have to do something predatory for me to lock you up for predatory fucking behavior. Listen to Shannon Sharp. I'm gonna choke you. I don't want to be choked. Yes, you do. Big black guy chokes a black white woman. Like what the fuck? Like what is you on, my nigga? Like you know what I mean? Like you meet a fucking 56-year-old woman. That bitch ain't trying to choke you. She trying to get some dick. The what? That's the difference. I mean, yeah, it's legal, but damn, it's weird, bro. Like
it's like that's the scary part because it's like the dominance level is so much different.
It is.
Yeah.
And then men, you gotta understand that we already know you can dominate it. We already know you stronger than us. We already know you can beat our ass. So like, why do we really want smoke with you? Yeah. Like the experience with a 19-year-old dude, not that I'm saying that this is okay, but experience with a 19-year-old dude and a 56-year-old woman is gonna be something totally different. She's not gonna be calling threatening this nigga. Yeah. She's gonna be like, nigga, listen, you just got a shower? I'm gonna send you the Uber, baby. Yeah. Here go $20. Go get you a bag of weed. Like she ain't like choking you for what? Like choke me while we, you know, like she might be on that. I don't know. Depends on the woman. Okay. Atorian says Shannon is getting a lot of support from women. Many chicks in his comments auditioning to be picked. Yeah, because they want to get some of that 50 million. Like, why? Like, fuck me too. I'm probably in his comments too. If I get drunk.
No, Snappy crazy.
Darnell says Andrea, and she wasn't dating a 19-year-old. Exactly. Andrea says true. Yeah, that's true. But even if he was 19 years old, a guy wouldn't to hear what that 19-year-old girl did to Shannon as set up to sue him. Listen, if I got evidence of you being abusive and you a fucking millionaire, I want some money. I don't give no fuck what you talking about. When many Torian says many women are just as predatory. Nobody's saying they not. Nobody said that they wasn't. They just they move different.
And like I was saying, like a young man is not gonna like because they're not gonna like expose that because they think they done hit a lick on some coochie.
Right. And he get to go brag to his friends like, yo, I'm fucking with this 56-year-old bitch. She's fine as hell. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like I've had dudes that like when I remember when I was older, well, I still kind of fuck with younger dudes sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude I'm kicking with now is a year younger than me. Well, I'm mad that he is just not 10. But whatever. But yeah, I fuck with younger dudes, you know, quite often. And like they literally, when you're a good looking woman, that's a trophy for them. They brag about that shit. They do. They be like, yo, look at my girl. She look better than your bitch, and your bitch in her 20s. Like I heard a younger nigga tell one of his homeboys that shit one time. He's like, my girl look better than yours, nigga. Oh, yeah. Your bitch younger, and like, nigga, my bitch look better than your bitch. Like I heard him. So it is what it is.
Where we at?
We are at right here. Right. Older women will sound like Eartha Kitt and Boomerang. I'm not wearing any panties. That shit was funny. Marcus died. Eartha Kitt would have devoured Eddie Murphy. She would have. She did. Sandra says you got a lot of housewives whose husbands are very rich that keep the male escort scene thriving. Is all I'm saying. Listen. I used to pimp women back in the day. Let me tell you something. Every single girl that came in and out my fucking world and in and out my house, every client they had was married. White men, black men, and all the men. You remember Dave? I bought the fucking Jeep from. Yeah, all of their clients was married men, bro. I don't believe for 1 second that married men are. Listen, I'm not the hype on marriage. It don't do like because of my experiences, the shit that I done seen and the type of experiences I had, I don't trust married motherfuckers. And this is the reason why I won't marry one of these motherfuckers. Because bitch, you would never have me as no goddamn wife sitting around waiting on you to cheat on my ass. Bitch, you got me fucked up. How about we keep it cordial? How about you be you and I be me and we meet in the middle, okay? And hopefully I like it. And then, nigga, when all is fucking said and done, then it is what the fuck it is. Like, if we decide we gonna go there, you gonna go there with me being a bitch. That's just what it is. I don't give no fuck what you're talking about. I really don't. Yeah, I really fucking don't. I don't get no fuck what you're talking about, bro. I'm not finna sit here and play with nobody. I'm not finna play this game with men wanting to marry bitches because they trying to trap them, or they wanna keep this woman under their thumb, or they wanna rule over her and all that weird ass shit, which I know 95.999% of the niggas is on. Like, I'm not doing that. Excuse me. Shit, y'all got any more questions? We about to get about this motherfucker. What time it is?
It's not.
Oh, we've been on here like an hour.
Two of them.
2 hours? Oh, Lord. Y'all, if y'all ain't got shit else to say, shit, we gonna. Is there any questions you got for me?
What is your if you have a reason, why don't you trust the men? And if you can give me 2 examples of why not in your experience.
Okay. My biggest reason why I don't trust men is because the 2 men that I relied on the most let me down. My dad and my brother. I grew up with my brother. I grew up with my dad. Like, my dad, when I turned 6, like, my dad was like Superman to me when I was coming up. And when I turned 16, he got with this lady that lied on me, and he chose her side over me, abandoned me. My brother, me and this nigga was like it was a time when me and your uncle, we was like thick as thieves, bro. Like, my brother said, get that bitch, I eat that bitch food. You heard me?
Yeah.
I eat that bitch food, nigga, and leave the bones. That's just how we got down. If I went to my brother and said, hey, that nigga said something, my brother knocked that nigga. You know your uncle.
Yeah.
That nigga knock a motherfucker teeth out about me. You know what I'm saying? And when he let me down, when he betrayed me, when he was on some weird ass shit, like, when 2 of the people, and then when the sad part is when I got with your brother's dad, when I got with your 2 oldest brothers' dad, and he let me down, that was the straw that broke the camel's back, because I went into that relationship fully open, fully trusting, fully ready to go on whatever ride he was gonna take me on. I said, bitch, let's ride. That nigga took me on the ride to hell, bruh. So when you get people that close to you that you can't trust, and you get people that close to you that let you down, it kind of make you just kind of be ready for a motherfucker to let you down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And for you, why are you so trusting?
Why am I so trusting?
Yeah.
Because in my life, I
want examples too.
In my experience, I haven't had anybody betray me in a very deep way.
Including me?
Including you.
So let me ask you this. And I know this ain't got shit to do with the topic. As my son, as you being my son, my baby boy, and you experiencing me for your whole life, you ain't never did shit else except for, like, outside of like relationships and shit like that. But you, what is it like? If I asked you for all around thesis, right? If you were to give me a paragraph about me as a mom, what would you say? and not because I'm here, but just be free.
I would say that you are a very, very strong-minded person, and you believe that the people around you should be strong-minded as well. You're not taking any type of pussies, any type of like bitch behavior. You're going to stand on what you believe as you should, and you're going to make sure that if this is happening, it's happening. If you don't think it can happen, I don't want to talk to you, right? So yeah, you instilled strength. You're strong. You're the strongest person I know.
Wow.
And that's why that I believe that no matter what, I'm gonna be all right, and my brother's gonna be all right. Even through the toughest battles, I know that the reason I trust is because I have people to lean on.
So let me ask you this. And this is personal, but they know because I've vented to them a lot of times. If you feel how you feel, why does it feel to me that your brothers feel different? What is it? What is it that you think you taken from the experience that is making it positive for you, that's making it negative for them?
Everybody has their own perspective,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And their perspective is different than mine because everybody thinks that everybody thinks that somebody's out to get them.
So you think your brothers think I'm out to get them?
In a way,
because I feel like I feel like you know things that I don't know when it comes to communication with them. Why do you think that they feel like I'm out to get them? Like, before you answer that, not only do I want you to tell me why do you think that they think that I'm out to get them, I want you to give me an example of me doing something that is showing them that I'm out to get them.
Okay. Okay. They're more so.
And please be very honest. Hurt my feelings. Please. I beg of thee. No, I want you to think about it, and I want you to be very honest because I need the truth because they won't tell me. And I want examples to back up how they feel because I feel like your feelings are valid regardless of whether my intent. But I also feel like you need to prove that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a judge in court. Don't come to me without no proof. Don't come to me tell me how you feel. You ain't got no fucking proof. You feel me? So like prove it. Like what is it that you said they feel like I'm out to get them? That's it. Okay. How?
The whole conversation technically revolves around money, right?
What do you mean by that?
They think that that's the only thing that you really want from them. Besides,
what fucking money do they got?
Understood, right? But that's what they feel.
Why?
I don't know.
When have they ever given me money? Are we talking about like when Taji worked at the bar and I had his money in the bank? And when TJ worked and I had his money in the bank and he told me to go put the money on the down payment for the car? Is that what you're talking
about? Yeah.
Okay.
Stuff like that. Because
what you mean stuff? Whoa, don't say stuff like that because that's only happened once. After that, I've never had access to anybody's money. But you got to remember, Taji was like 16. What the fuck am I gonna give you $500-$600 a week for, bitch? For what? For you to go become a crackhead? Yeah. Because that's where you were going. And TJ wasn't even 18 yet, working at the industry, or had just turned 18. And what was he doing? Nothing. Going over to Isla's house, doing what? Getting drunk and getting beat the fuck up and punching holes in her shit. What are they talking about? And I had bank statements that showed them where the money was. So what are they talking about?
That's what they tell me.
So they're mad about money that they had at one point in time in their life that they don't have anymore, that they were being irresponsible with. And because I chose to do the responsible thing and put their money away and try to do the right thing with their money, that's what they're mad about? Yeah.
Because they feel as though that
so they wanted me to give them the money to do what? Like what was the plan? What was the?
I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you what they think.
Okay,
right?
Please tell me. And guys, listen, take notes.
They think that they didn't get a chance to experience what it was like to
being a crackhead,
being a young adult, and actually when they were working for their money.
They're still young adults.
I understand that, but I'm saying that in the circumstance that was happening, they don't feel like they had the experience of like enjoying to a degree their money. That's what they say.
So you're telling me that your brothers are upset with me because I banked their money and put it away. It was there. No one spent it. It was there. When TJ said, I want to go get this vehicle, there was $5,000 there to put as a fucking down payment. You're telling me that he's pissed off that he didn't get to go and blow his money instead of buying himself a fucking vehicle that he rode around with for fucking 4 years? And when I asked him how much money did he need every week, he said nothing, put it in the bank.
Look, I'm only the messenger.
I need another drink.
I'm only the
messenger. Because your brothers are a bunch of fucking liars. Like, how do you tell me to bank your money?
I'm only the messenger.
And I show you the statement, and then you tell me, oh, you robbed me of my experience.
Is it cool if I read the comments?
Sure, of course. Read them loud enough for me to hear. Wow.
Yeah. Well,
wow.
I'm only the messenger. I don't.
Mad about what? 6 years ago? Cool.
Technically, yeah. They're still angry about like
okay, now I really don't give a fuck.
past stuff.
Thank you for sharing that.
Somebody said, Sandra said, you got a lot of housewives whose husbands are very rich. Hold on, I'm trying to find the right one that we were on.
Wow.
Please smile so
loud. My sons are mad at me over nothing.
Did you say?
I told y'all.
Somebody, Lana said, do you say bang bang like your mom? Oh no, I don't say that.
No, he say hoochie coochie.
I don't say that either. I don't say hoochie coochie. I don't say bang bang.
No, you don't.
My words are very, very different.
Yes, he's nasty.
Somebody said, translation, my mama is an Aries.
That right. Ain't nothing wrong with these.
Xandra said, oh, that's exactly why I wish I had a son. That must have been when.
Or whatever. I wish I had a fucking daughter. Be on my nerves.
Well, you're an Aries, so let's not.
Shut up.
Okay.
Darnell says, I love the transparency. Thank you, Lucky, for saying that. Wait, I don't know what you said, but say what.
Thank you. And I think he's talking about when you asked if I can give a paragraph.
Yeah. Okay. The thesis. The sweetest tea says, they sound like my brother. They don't want to take accountability. My mom used to hold my brother's money for him after paying all the bills because he was a drug addict.
Yeah.
I worked with her for free. This is why I don't speak to my... Oh, wait, this is a Torian. Yeah. She says, this is why I don't speak to my nephews. They think I owe them something. And Darnell says, I have one more question to Lucky. Do you think black men hate black women? Wait, before you answer that.
Oh,
wait, before you answer that.
I'm going to use that.
Okay, go ahead. Before he answers that, I want to say this. Maybe this might be sad, but I've gotten to the point where now my 2 oldest kids can't really ask me for anything. I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't want to talk. I don't care anything about grandbabies. I don't care anything about anybody's financial situation. I don't care who's outside. I don't care who lost their job. I don't care anything about none of that shit no more. And it's really fucked up and sad that that's the way that the situation is. But now I'm starting to understand that sometimes, and I'm not saying this is true with every single boy when it comes to him and his mother, but I feel like my sons, I feel like I got set up. Like, how do you ask me to do something and then blame me when it doesn't go the way you want it to go? Like, if you wanted to go out and blow your money, if you wanted to go blow a check or two, that would have been perfectly fine. But you have to remember the situation that we were in as well. You have to understand the circumstance we were in. Would I have given you $50, $100 to go and blow? Okay, hear me out. My oldest son had been 18 for maybe a year. My second oldest son had just turned 18, and they got this really, really good job where they were making like $1,200 a week. They had time to do nothing except work and come home. They were fucking tired all the time. When I asked them, what did y'all want to do? They'd be like, oh, let's go out. Let's go out to eat. Let's go do this. Let's go. Every fucking thing they said that let's go do, we went and did it. Yeah, when I said, do you need money? They'd be like, nah, let's just go to the grocery store. Let's eat this and eat that. But I was spending food stamp for that. This wasn't one of those situations where like we were still very heavily involved with public assistance at the time. So when they were asking me stuff and they would say to me, I don't need anything, I would come to them and say, hey, here's the bank statement. Let me show you what's happening with your money. Mind you, we're going out, we're eating, we're doing this, we're doing it. So it's not like every single check is being banked. We're going out, we spending money. We spending money on shit that they telling me that they want to spend money on. Hey, I want a car. Hey, I want this. Hey, I want that. I'm doing all that, right? But we're out, we're having a good time and all that, but they're seeing the bank statements. When my second oldest son left home to go and kick it with the old bitch that tried to kill him, okay? Y'all, I've talked about that before too. Some of y'all remember, some of y'all don't. But when he went to go kick it with her, his money was in the bank too. Him and my oldest son money. So my oldest son said, I want a vehicle. He went and he wanted to get a it was a $9,000 vehicle. We had him and his brother had $5,000 in the bank. I wasn't working at the time. Okay. They had $5,000 in the bank. We put $3,000 down because he didn't want to put, all of the money towards it. His brother left. The brother said, keep it. Fuck you. I don't want to be here. He left. I don't want that shit. Fuck you. I'm going to keep working. I'm going to stack my money. Yeah. I said, okay, fine. So he left. He went and lived with the big bitch, the big back bitch. And we went on and we did what we was doing. My son said, let's put, was it it might have been $2,000 we put down on the vehicle. I don't remember. It was $2,000 or $3,000 we put down on the vehicle. There was a couple $1,000s left. Thank God, right? So I ended up getting my CDL license and I went off and did my CDL thing. The money was still in the fucking bank. Nobody ever said to me, bitch, give me $1,000. Had one of them came to me, I would, now please note, that had they said that, I would have said, what do you need it for?
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna go and give you $1,000 just because you've been working for it. No, you're a fucking teenager, for God's sake. What do you need $1,000 for? Now, they gave me a valid reason. Absolutely. Hey, mom, I'm gonna go start an LLC. I'm gonna, become a business owner or something. Absolutely. And not only would I have given it to them, but I would have did the research and helped them with it. That's just the type of bitch I am. You heard me? That's just how I get down. So absolutely, I would have given it to them. But they couldn't come to me and say, "Hey, let me get $400-$500 and give me a valid reason for why. What do you need it for? To do what? For what?"
Yeah, and you know what? It's that age thing that comes in and we'll be like, you turn 18
and now you grown.
Yeah,
that shit is annoying.
Yeah, but it's like if you grown, then leave.
Well, that's what Taji did, and that's what I was, and that's the only thing I respect about Taji.
It wasn't until
because he said, I know that this woman is not going to respect me as an adult because I'm always going to be her child. So let me get the fuck out of her.
Yeah, and that's exactly where it was for me too, because I was like, I'm never going to buck up to my. It sounds like bucking up to your mom and you be like, I'm grown. Like, nah.
Not in my fucking house, you ain't, bitch.
So
and even if you paying bills, you can get the fuck out of here.
At the end of the day, that's my mom. Right? I'm always gonna be a child to my mom.
Right? Always, even if you 80.
If
I'm 80, still alive, I'm still your goddamn
mom. I'm a child to my mother.
Exactly.
So I'm never grown to you. So I would never tell you that I'm grown.
No, let me say this. Me,
actions
your actions is what makes you an adult. So I will consider you grown at some point, but it's gonna have to be where your triumphs are more than your fucking trials. When I see them trials come and I see you fucking rolling through them bitches like they on me, you let that shit roll off your shoulder, you're like, oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, she got pregnant. Oh, I gotta buy a house. Oh, I owe taxes. Oh, and I see you rolling through that shit, I'm gonna be like, that's a grown ass motherfucking man, and I'm gonna respect you like that. But don't ask me to respect you when you acting like a little fucking boy and you come into a grown ass. Listen, I listen. Look, I couldn't even get it out. Listen, don't fucking come at me with that little boy shit like I'm not your goddamn mama. Like bitch, like I didn't wipe the shit from underneath your balls. Don't come at me like that, because now it's gonna be a problem. Yeah. Now I'm gonna want to fight you or shoot you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So no, don't do that.
I will always pride myself in being very respectful to you, and
I agree with that,
and to my brothers, because
no, you don't need to be respectful to them. Fuck them.
But my relationship with them is different than yours.
Of course, it's always going. I'm their fucking mother.
But those are also my older brothers.
And
at the end of the day,
yeah, no. But here's the thing: they have to give you respect in order for you to give it to them.
And that's what they do. So that's why I respect them.
Now.
Yeah. Now. Yeah. All right, let's go through these comments real quick. There was a question that
go down to the last one we
That's
exactly what I want to say. A little transparency. Thank you, Lucky, for saying that. Okay, so you see, they sound like my brother. They don't want to take accountability. My mom used to hold my brother's money for him after paying all the bills because he was just okay. We read that. Otorian said, "This is why I don't speak to my nephews." Okay, we read that. Darnell says, "I have one more question to Lucky. Do you think black men hate black women?" Think about that before you answer. Think about the behavior.
like we were just saying, actions speak louder than words.
Mm-hmm.
The actions definitely say so.
The actions say what?
Say that they hate black women.
And why so?
Because there's no way that you'll go ahead and sleep with a woman and treat her like garbage and then go with a different race and treat her like a queen. Right?
I don't think they're treating them like queens though, because they get left single baby mama too.
They
and beat up. And
but they might do that. Wait, I don't know about. Well, okay, I can't speak on the beat up part, and I know that happens, but I will say that a lot of black men will treat a black or treat a different race differently than they would treat their own.
I agree, but that's temporary.
It is temporary.
I think they mask it because let me tell you why. When TJ and Taji's dad went and fucked with Tiffany, you know the bitch I burnt in the face and all that. When he went and fucked with Tiffany, who of course was a white woman, I was thinking like, oh my God, he has a job, he's holding it down, he's doing all the shit he was supposed to do with me. How dare you? Da, da, da. And then years later, when shit hit the fan and me and her actually sat down and talked, she had the same fucking story and experience I had. So I was like, oh, okay. So y'all just know how to pretend like y'all, you know what I mean?
Same with Tab.
Yeah, it was like, with your dad, with his baby mama, like she's a white girl. It was like we have the same fucking story. She was like, "Oh, he lied and he just bought me flowers." And I'm like, "Bitch, I got flowers every weekend. What you mean?" She's like, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean? So it's we don't have different stories. I just think that it takes a little longer for them to show the other nationalities of women who they are.
You want to know what I would like to say? Yeah. I'm glad that you're very candid with them about like your life experience and everything that you go through, because that's how you build a real good like community.
Well, I love them. I love my subscribers. I love them because they love me and they're interested. Like they'll act like they'll bring shit up. Like I'll be doing the reading. They'll be like, "Yeah, Queen. So when we had talked about that time with your lucky, remember?" You know what I mean? They'll bring that shit up. So I love them because sometimes they're my only support. And then you have to remember, I'm at a time in my life now where this is the first time ever that I have not had to care about somebody else.
Yeah, I would say this, Darnell, to finish answering your question. I don't. I can't say I can't say that I don't think that they hate them, but I think it stems from like being in the house with mom. Like
I think it's self-hate.
I think it's but that's also a part of upbringing. And
so are you saying that you think that women should stop taking the role as caregiver and start like kind of like allowing these men to take the responsibility of raising the children? Walk away. Like you look, I'll pay child support.
Let's see if you got it. Like let's see if you can do it. Because
so you agree with that? You agree with women walking away and saying, if you want your child, I'm going to give them to you.
But also, being a present mother to a degree, because if he wasn't already a present father, I don't think that you should give him the opportunity for you to be there at the same time.
Wait, what does that mean?
Like if y'all come to an agreement where he's not around, but then y'all also come to an agreement where he has the children, I don't think that you should do the same thing he was doing for a little bit, just the same amount of time, just to show him that, hey, look, this is what you did to me.
This is how it feels.
This is how I feel.
So you're saying that the way that I approach life is right then?
Yeah,
you agree with me. Yeah. You agree with the way that the way I move. Yeah. Even though the way I move is a little quirky to some people, you agree that women shouldn't move in the way that they see men move. Because here's my thing. I'm gonna be candid. I'm gonna be candid and I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like women should listen to men to a certain degree.
To a certain degree.
And here's what I mean by that. Men get up on the internet all the time and scream how they want their woman to follow them. I'm the leader. Okay. Well, the way that you guys are leading is telling us that we need to say, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Fuck these kids. Let you go ahead and figure out what that life is like for a minute. You feel me? and let me go off and do me. Like,
Yeah.
let me go get my passport, bitch.
Yeah.
Let you take care of these kids and stress yourself out and then see your edges in 5 years.
Let's see
and
how,
then let me call you a bald head bitch on the internet like you ain't
Yeah.
stressed out with 3 motherfucking kids that ain't nobody really helping you with every day. And let me listen, child support is not fucking enough. Bitch, I need you to come get these goddamn kids.
Yeah.
You understand? And I say this, and sometimes people think that I'm being insensitive, but I'm being honest. I feel like women need to fucking turn the tables on these niggas.
You know what? If the tables turn, men would act right.
And I'm glad you said that. And how many men out here running around talking about the babies is they see, but they ain't doing nothing for their kids?
You know what the issue is? The issue is that black women
are goofy.
They have a tendency to still they know the knowledge and they know that what they should do, but they still end up just sticking with somebody who's not going to be in your best interest.
And what do you think that's about?
I think that is about I think it's I think all of these things stem from childhood, how your upbringing, and who you are to your core.
Okay, so when you say childhood and your upbringing, what does that mean? Give me a visual.
Who's your mother, first of all? So
let me ask you this. What you saying that? Let me ask you this. Do you think that the way that I raised you guys was a benefit or a detriment?
I think it was a benefit.
Why?
Because, like I said earlier, you instilled strength, right?
Okay.
Resilience.
But you know your brothers don't like that, right?
Yeah, but they still got it though.
They do.
They still got.
They don't like it.
They still got strength and resilience, even though we going through something as a family and everything, but I think that you still did your job. You still did your job.
You think I did okay?
You did great.
You think so?
I think you did great. Because if it wasn't for you, I don't know where I would be. Like,
wow.
Because hold on, Mom.
I'm sorry. I needed to hear that. I'm not gonna cry. I'm just being a bitch. I think right now because
you know what? I'm gonna speak about a situation.
Let me just wait before you go there. Let me just say this.
Okay.
Sometimes, as a mom, and I know you don't understand. You don't have children, so you're not gonna get this until someday you're a dad somewhere and you thinking on a beach or whatever. Because I don't think you're gonna be a regular dad. I think you're gonna be like the bomb dad. But anyways,
appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. Because I know who I raised. I think that sometimes I'm resentful. I feel like, and I know this is fucked up to say, but when I scheduled that appointment to abort your oldest brother, I feel like, damn, I should have just did it.
I don't think so.
No, listen, he here already. So what's done is done, right? So we can't go back and undo anything. And it sounds really fucked up, right? But even with Taj, I remember when I had him and I had already had a family that was ready to adopt a month before I even fucking had him. And Durin, my best friend, she said, no, let's name him Taj. Let's name him Taji. And she came up with the name and I did the middle name. And of course he had your dad's, last name because he was denying, his dad's last name, their dad's last name. And because he was denying him and all that. But when I sit back, like as a 45-year-old woman, sometimes I sit back and I think about all of that. I'd be like, damn, maybe if I would have went through with what my first mind was, things would be better. Because I fucking hate, like anybody who knows me, and I know you know me to the core of my heart, y'all are my everything. And for me to be betrayed, like, do you see why it's so hard for me to trust motherfuckers?
No,
I got betrayed by my brother. I got betrayed by my dad. Every nigga that I ever loved betrayed me. Now my own son's doing it to me. Can you like put your feet in my shoes, even though they smaller than your feet? Can you put your feet in my shoes and be like, damn, like I kind of understand where this lady coming from.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying it in my heart as a place of malicious or me saying that I wish my children were unalived or anything like that. That's not what I mean. I just mean like, damn, like, is anything good enough for you motherfuckers? Like it feels like no matter what I do, like cooking for y'all, cleaning, like come on, bro. Like, come on, be real. What did you grow up like? Be for real. What was your experience growing up?
That's why I keep saying.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like,
you
what did it look like for you growing up? Was it dirty? Was it nasty? Did you have roaches? Was it like, or was your experience like a pleasant one?
every Sunday or Saturday, music blasting, wake up, nigga, we cleaning. Let's get the house together. Throughout the week, we cleaning.
And what were your meals like?
The food was always there. Groceries packed. Even when we didn't have much, you still figured out how to make it happen. So,
This is why my feelings hurt so bad
hold on,
because
hold on.
I know I'm not trying to cry, but like I be feeling like y'all mad at me about money issues that y'all like I did what y'all fucking told me to do. Like how you mad because I did? Like how you going? This is a setup.
Yeah.
You told me to do the shit and then I did it and now you mad because I did what the fuck you told me to do. I asked them how much money y'all need every week. How much money you need out your check every week. If it would have been something ridiculous, I would have asked. I would have, and I would have validated what they needed for. But you didn't. You said, let's just go out. Let's have fun. Let's go bowling. Let's go have some fun. Let's go out to eat. We did that.
We did. We did.
What the fuck? You said go buy a car. I went and bought a car. You said let's go buy a truck. I went and bought a truck.
Hold on, before these comments.
No, don't go. No, they already crazy.
Yeah, let's get through them.
Okay. Do you think? Wait, that was Darnell.
I think you go back up a little bit more. There we are, right there. She said.
Wait. Because who's that Darnell?
I think.
What do you think? Do black men hate? Okay, so we at TV.
Oh yeah, okay.
She said, Queen, it's hard when you try to help your adult children. Unfortunately, they don't learn until they are ready. He wasn't ready to save and budget his money. So what? I'm still your mama and you still under my roof and I'm still the authority over everything that you have going on. So you gonna do it the right way or we ain't doing it. Yeah. Zandra says, I truly enjoy seeing this side of you tonight, Queen and Lucky. Thank you for sharing your mom with us. Hey, big mama. I'm trying not to cry. TB
Mom,
says,
you better not cry.
I'm trying not
You
to.
a thug.
I know. I'm a real nigga. TB says, I tried to help my nieces and nephews, adults, but they ended up resenting me because I tried to guide them, save money, budget, manage time, etc. Yeah, but you can't help them if they don't want you to help them.
You know what? Unfortunately, you have to let the younger people struggle. And then when they reach out to you and they do want to comply, then that's when you
and let them fall down and pick themselves up.
Because it took me watching my brothers to understand that. So I don't follow that path. I don't have to learn from experience. I can learn from watching.
Because he's a smart one. And Short Hair says, yo, these kids, man, and greats. And also says, including mine at times. Yeah, well. Roshi says my son was holding a grudge against me from childhood because I wouldn't move from the suburbs to Cali. In Cali to Compton, so he could be close to his cousins. Adult kids hold weird grudges. Yeah. Agreed. Roshi says we love you too, Queen. I know y'all love me. Y'all show me that y'all love me because even when I schedule a live stream and I can't figure that shit the fuck out, y'all be there. Y'all waited until midnight when I couldn't figure out that goddamn Prince stream. That's love, baby. Yeah, I already know.
See, I'm still trying to help her get it together.
I'm trying.
I'm the tech son. I'm the tech son.
You don't have to tell me y'all love me. Y'all actions tell me that y'all love me, and I fucking love y'all too. Okay.
She said.
Darnell says Roshi. Okay.
No, it was a Torian. A Torian said, "Love you too, Queen."
I really appreciate you too. I appreciate you too, Torian. And Roshi says women should stop having babies by low-hanging fruit men. If he's mean in early stages of pregnancy, think twice before proceeding in pregnancy. Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to stop that, girl. Listen, the bang, bang, bang rules the world. Roshi says it's hard being a single mother. I was married and wasn't expecting to be a single mother. After marriage, he changed, and you left to save your son from mistreating women. He learned a woman would leave. Sometimes that's all they need to know. Roshi says, I love this topic, so healing. We did some cool shit. The sweetest tea says, you can't make sense of it sometimes, Queen. They know you had their best interest in mind. They're just selfish phase right now. Sending love, Queen. Thank you, Atorian. They will appreciate it one day. Let me just say this, and thank you, CC, for the love. Let me just say this. I've come to the conclusion that my sons wish that they could be a woman, and not like long hair or makeup or anything like
But
that.
that
I think
experience of a
that
woman.
they envy my experience. They envy the fact that I was able to move through life in a certain type of way, and they don't understand how I did it. They don't understand how I made shit happen. They don't understand how I turned water into wine. They don't understand how I walked on water. They don't understand how I took wings and flew. They don't understand that shit, and they jealous of it because they don't understand it. But what they don't understand, the biggest thing they don't understand, is they have the same capabilities because they came from that.
Yeah.
And until they find that in themselves, until they go and look into themselves and be like, yo, yeah, my mom was a great bitch. Let me go ahead and figure out what it is that she instilled in me and make that shit happen in my own world. They're not gonna understand it. I really honestly believe my children are just in me, because what my son just told me that they have an issue with, what they talk about, that's not even valid.
You know what? I want everybody to we got almost 40 people in here. I want everybody to type in Weirdo Gang or WG. WG in the chats.
And throw the loves up.
Throw the loves up. Throw the loves up. WG. Okay. You want me to keep going?
Yeah, keep pushing.
Okay.
Walk that talk and walk that walk.
Sorry, being saying mother. I love this topic. So healing. You can make sense of it sometimes, Queen. They know you had their best interest in mind. They're just in a selfish phase right now. Yeah, I think that all kids have a selfish phase when it comes to their mother. Uh, I've definitely had mine. Mine was happened a lot earlier, and then I had to get out of that. I had to leave and just see what life was about. And yeah, it takes getting out the nest to understand where the love lies, because there's no love in this world for real. And at the end of the day, your mama gonna have your back. And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I appreciate your mom. I appreciate my mom, and thank y'all for being so kind too. Torian, the only one that said WG. I mean, they not even here. They're not even here.
Oh, my subs love me. My subs fucking love me, baby. That's my fam. That's the fam for real. They love me more than your brothers love me. And I don't even understand why the fuck they don't. Them niggas.
We got 40 people in the chat. 40 people in the chat.
I'm pretty sure when we go and we look at how many people were actually involved in this live, it's gonna be way more. YouTube love to play with my channel.
Yo, make sure y'all call your mama tonight.
You know what I think my biggest issue is? I think my biggest issue is that your brothers are not being honest with themselves. And that's what I mean. Remember earlier when we was talking about disloyalty? This is the reason why I can look at them like a nigga in the streets, because if you lying to yourself, it's very easy for you to lie on me.
Yeah.
It's very easy for you to lie and pretend like, oh, well, mama did this and mama did that. But nigga, let's not act like there wasn't transparency. Let's not act like we didn't sit down and have a conversation about what the fuck needed to be done and what was the best actions moving forward. Like, let's not pretend like they like the way your brothers act. They act like I was like some crackhead that just smoked crack and left them. Like I was like, oh, I had a baby. Okay, good. Give me a crack pipe. That's how they act.
Yeah.
They don't act like they had 3 meals. Like let me ask you a question. Let's be honest. When you was a kid, and I used to cook and clean and do all that bullshit every day, all the time, which was pretty much your whole life. But until y'all got a little bit older, like teenagers. When is the first time you ever remember having a cold lunch meat sandwich? I see the way you just looked up. You like, what? No, seriously. When is the first time you ever remember having an actual cold? Like,
I was 15.
When you had a cold lunch meat sandwich.
When I was 15.
Who made it?
I made it. I made it.
So all your
anything.
Wait, whoa! Don't you skate past that shit like that. Ain't a good deal. That's a big deal. Hold on. All your sandwiches before that was made by who?
You.
Were they hot or were they cold?
They was hot. I mean, honestly, I don't even remember you making me a lunch meat sandwich. If I'm being honest.
What do you remember me making you for lunch?
Full course meals.
What was the full course meal? Just give an example or two.
Smothered chicken with rice. We got jerk chicken with rice, cabbages. We got lasagna because you love your lasagna. Every Thanksgiving we had full course everything.
Name the food.
We had mac and cheese, cabbages. Sometimes
wait, from scratch.
From scratch, everything's from scratch. We had cornbread from scratch. We had cake from scratch. We had turkey. We had ham. We had the whole nine. It'll be just me.
No. Tell the nine. Tell the motherfucking nine. No, fuck that shit. Tell the goddamn nine. Because I need my motherfucking subscribers to understand that when I get on here with them, I'm not capping. I want them to hear from you, the nigga who was there.
Nah, she definitely did her thing. And she not capping it, y'all. She's not capping.
Talk to him.
She's not capping.
Tell him.
Everything she's saying is true. She yeah. And her experience is very valid. Like, if y'all agree with her, then you agree with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, if you happen to be a submissive person or whatever, live your life. But this is not, you know. So,
let me ask something. You remember when we used to have our talks around the dining room table?
Yeah.
Have you ever felt like you weren't heard or listened to?
No.
So every weekend, every single fucking Saturday, what did I do?
You listen.
No, what did I do though? Did I not cook and set a table?
Oh yeah.
Tell them what I did.
Yeah, no, we used to have the Sunday dinner where we used to sit down and like really.
That was Saturday actually. Sunday.
That was Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Sunday was cleaning. Saturday we would sit down and like have a full course meal and sit around the table and just like talk and listen and hear each other out. Like my mom really enjoyed the family compound and everything that had to do with it. Unfortunately, circumstances changed and things happened, but yeah, she did her thing. Like I said. You don't need to prove yourself to nobody, though.
I'm not trying to prove myself to nobody. I just want them to know that every fucking thing I've been telling them has been valid, bro. Because I don't want people to think that I'm just getting up here trying to be a YouTuber and trying to make somebody like me and click the button and give me some money. I want them to know that, like, my fucking story is, I'm being real, bro. There's no reason for me to get up and lie to these fucking strangers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, maybe it could be a reason, like to go viral or some shit like that. But what is that? Like, how's that going to fulfill me?
Yeah.
Like, my ultimate fulfillment is like in this lifetime is to have a good relationship with my children and my grandbabies that I have thus far, right? Like, I'm fucking annoyed because my grandbaby Kai, I can't even have a good relationship with her because I don't trust her daddy. Which is my son that I raised, and it's weird to me because I'll be like, were we all in the same house? Did we not like you saying you being honest about your experience of what you experienced with me, right? Was it something different happening for this nigga in his brain?
I think that, like I said before, I think that everybody has their own experience in their perspective. So they might think it differently than I did. I've always had the support.
Yeah, but why? Because
I can't answer that.
You talk to them bitches more than I do.
Yeah, but like that's not the bulk of our conversation. Most of the time, it's just us cutting up.
Like y'all was taught to do.
Yeah. So
yeah, but like I don't understand their initial energy towards. We gotta go back. Oh, yeah. I don't understand what they so fucking pissed off about.
Wait, let's see.
Hold on, let's go back.
Everybody just shouting out with our game.
Hold on. You can't make something. You know you had the best. Hold on. Wait, I remember those.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Okay, the sweetest tea says you can't make sense of it sometimes, Queen. They know you had their best interest in mind. They're just in a selfish phase right now. Yeah, and I don't give a fuck. And that's the problem. Like motherfuckers think that because they think they finna bully me into like doing whatever they want to do, and they don't understand, bitch. I'm the bully. The fuck, bitch. You can't bully a bully. The fuck is you talking about? How you gonna rob the robber?
I think you should come up with like a like a saying besides Widow Gang or like a dance or something.
I
Some
already
goofy.
got all that. I just ain't put it on here yet. You know what I'm saying?
It's the Widow
Widow
Gang.
gang. Hey,
I
widow gang. I needed to hear this. I see my mother like, and you need to. Because you need to see people for who the fuck they are. Whether your mother is a good person or a bad person, you just you generally just need to see her for who the fuck she is. Whether she's good or whether she's bad, you need to be honest with yourself because a lot of people don't want to be fucking honest about what the fuck is really going on, bro. And we need to stop trying to demonize mothers around this motherfucker. And I'm not saying that everybody mama is perfect, but what I'm saying is, god damn it, can you give us a little bit of acknowledgement of what the fuck? My son just told y'all he ain't never had no goddamn cold lunch meat sandwich until he turned 15, bitch. The fuck? That means your brothers and them was older. Come on, bruh. And my oldest son was 19 when he had a cold sandwich.
Yeah, for example,
The fuck?
Mom, you 45, right?
Yeah, I'm fucking 45, nigga.
So she didn't really stop cooking, and unless somebody else was cooking until she was about 37. Yeah, so
Bitch, listen, stop playing with me. And now that I don't need nobody to need me for nothing, and and motherfuckers let me know that I don't have to do nothing for them. Fuck you, kiss both cheeks of my asshole. The inside. How about that? I don't give a fuck no more, bro. And then people want to come at me like, oh, Queen's being mean. No, I'm not fucking being mean. I'm being real, bro. I did every fucking thing that I was capable of doing as a single fucking. Remember, I got with my baby daddy when I was 16, got pregnant at 17, had my first baby at 18. I was a goddamn teenager. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Okay? I figured that shit out. My children were like military. Tell them the way we used to walk. When you was 2 years old, do you remember being in a buggy at the grocery store, or do you remember walking and not fucking with shit in the store like you had some goddamn sense?
Well, I was 2.
Do you remember?
No.
Do you remember 3?
No.
Do you remember 4?
Yes.
Okay. At 4, do you remember being a mischievous child?
No.
Do you remember being disrespectful?
No.
Do you remember stealing?
No.
Do you remember being a cussing? Well, you probably cussed without me around.
Yeah, nah,
but without me around, do you remember cussing in front of me or whoever the fuck?
Nah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yo,
the fuck?
Hold on. Let's keep it moving.
Okay. Weirdo gang in this mofo. Okay, we up in this bitch. We needed to hear this. I see my okay. We do that. Excuse me.
Whoa.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Queen and Lucky. You're welcome, Blue.
Widow gang.
Darnell says we love Queen. She is real and authentic and real, recognized real. We ain't going nowhere. I know that's right, Darnell. And I just want people to hear my baby say what he say. Like I don't, like nigga, what you feel like be for real. You know what I'm saying? Be fucking honest, bro. I don't have no reason to fucking get on here and like
it's nothing against like any of my brothers.
Even if he would have said anything to hurt my feelings, I would have just took that shit on the shoulder because that's the type of G I am. I'm a bitch. I'm a real bitch like that. I don't want to play these games with y'all niggas, bro. My son just told y'all the first time he had a cold lunch meat sandwich is at 15, nigga. He got 2 brothers older than him. His older brother is 2 years older than him, and the oldest is 4 years older than him. So if he was 15 when he had his first cold sandwich, that means his older brother was 17 and his oldest brother was 19. Yeah. These motherfuckers ain't had no goddamn cold lunch meat sandwich 19 years.
All right, yo, look, let's go ahead and answer that question right there.
Roshi says, do y'all think black men rather deal with mistreatment from non-black women because of self-hate, knowing black women is more loyal than their purposes? Yeah, I do. Because I don't think men are honest or loyal to submissive women. We talked about it earlier.
I personally have a different experience because it's just me. I don't have a lot of friends. I don't really,
And be honest, you dated both.
I dated all races.
Yes.
Every single race that you could think of, I've dated.
And I was mad as fuck when he dated Becky, bitch. Listen, I acted like the whole black mama that was a part of the Black Panther movement, bitch. And I ain't never seen no Black Panthers.
Yeah, I know. I've dated all races.
I was mad as shit. But yeah, he has. My son has definitely and this is the reason why one of the things I respect about him is that he didn't give a fuck how I felt.
Yeah.
He gave a fuck how he felt. And I have to respect that because that's who I wanted to raise. I wanted to raise a nigga that was gonna care more about how he felt than how I felt.
Yeah, because it was like I still respected my mom, but at the end of the day, like I gotta be a man, and I gotta experience what I want to experience, because when she's not around, then I'm gonna do what I want to do. Anyway.
Yeah, I was hurt. Girl, I was hurt.
I'm gonna do what I want to do.
The police knocked on my door, bitch. Wait, let me tell you.
Wait, no, hold on. You know what? Go ahead.
Oh my god, bitch! Let me tell you, the fucking first of all, the cops had already knocked on my door, like probably like a year before, maybe like a year and a half. They had already knocked on my door. I was getting ready to beat niggas the fuck up. I was like, why is the goddamn sheriff knocking on my door? And when they knocked on the door, I'm thinking, when I opened the door, I said, who I gotta fuck up? And they started laughing. And I wasn't trying to make them laugh because I really was like at that moment, I don't know. Maybe they was fucking with me. I don't know what was happening. But I was like, who I gotta fuck up? And they was like, no. We came over here. He was like, I'm the head sheriff over at blah, 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 blah. And he was like, I just wanted to come over here and tell you that you have the most well-behaved children. Like, we've never seen children so well-behaved in this area. And I've been patrolling over here for like 20 years. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, cool. Right. But when they came and knocked on my fucking door that day for this little nigga Lucky that's on here with y'all tonight, let me tell y'all what the fuck happened. Fucking, I get a knock on the door, and you know the police knock. Everybody know the fucking police knock. It ain't a normal gentle knock. It's just nod. And he knocked on the door, and I was like, "Fucking somebody knocked like the fucking police, right?" Which is normal. It was daytime though, bitch. It wasn't even that night. Open the door, and when I opened the door, I said, "What do you want? What's going on?" And I opened the door a little bit more, and he pushes my son forward, and I see my son, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I'm like, is he going to prison? Did he kill someone? Like, I'm a black mom. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Wait.
And he goes,
where we at?
Hold up. And he goes, Quan, which is my son's name, we calling him Lucky, but he goes, Quan, tell your mom what happened. Because mind you, this is the same fucking cop that knocked on my door to tell me I got the most well-behaved children in the neighborhood. So I'm like, oh shit. So he goes, this is my stupid ass son, the one that's on here with me tonight. He goes, me and my friend, this is shit he came up with in his head. He says, me and my friend, we was in this house, and the cop looked at me and blinked. Yeah. So I said, okay, yeah. And what happened in the house? And he goes, well,
I lied.
We was in...
Wait, let me explain it real quick. Wait.
Let me tell him what happened. Then explain. Okay. So he goes, we was in this house. And I said, okay. I said, so what happened in the house? Because the cop looked at me, he blinked, and he was like, nigga, tell her everything, right? So I already knew it was more to it. And I said, what would y'all do in the house? Did you vandalize the house? Like, what happened? Because I'm one of them bitches. Yeah, nigga, I'm going to give you an out, bitch. If you don't take the out, you finna get fucked up. Okay? So he said, no. He said, we didn't have no clothes.
No, that's not exactly
yes, that's what the fuck you said. I swear for God, you said we had no clothes on.
Oh, okay.
You did not say you got caught fucking. You said we didn't have no clothes on.
Okay. Well,
and that's when you got mad because I made you stay in the house. But like,
no, that was. I think you got it mixed up. Huh?
No.
You sure?
The white girl.
Well, I'm not talking about. I know that. That's
why. No, I'm talking about the white girl.
Okay, so I know what you're talking about.
Okay, that's what we talking about.
I thought it happened differently.
Tell me what you thought happened, nigga.
I thought it was more like this. I thought it was more like he brought me to the house.
Mhm.
He asked what happened.
And you lied.
I lied.
No, he didn't ask you shit because he already knew.
Yeah, he already
when
knew.
When he brought you to the house,
you asked.
I didn't fucking know.
Yeah, you asked what happened. Yeah. I lied, right?
You did.
And then he told me, he was like, I ain't gonna tell your mom what happened. Right?
Yes.
And then
but when he said that, I was at the door.
Yeah, nigga. I know. And
he said, "Tell your mom what happened."
And then you was like, go to you basically was like, go to
after you revealed to me, but you ain't saying how you revealed to me. I'm telling them how you revealed it to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
so you ain't got no dispute with that.
Then it was like a couple days went by, right? Mm-hmm. My mom wasn't like really in the house like that, so I was like, I'm gonna go outside. You know what I'm saying?
And I came outside and embarrassed the fuck out your ass.
So I came back to the house one day.
But you ain't back to the house. You ain't never.
Like I left. No, I left, and then I like.
You didn't leave.
No, not for days. I left that day
when I wasn't.
When you weren't around.
Yeah, of course. Right? See, sneaky nigga.
And then I came back. My mom's sitting inside the truck, right?
I wasn't. I pulled up.
She pulled up.
Yeah.
Right.
And you and your friends was sitting outside.
And,
you talk about the embarrassing moment.
Yeah.
I said go to fucking the house.
Yeah.
You embarrassed.
She said go to F in the house.
He's embarrassed.
I was like, what?
He's embarrassed.
She said, go to F in the house. Right? She pulled out the deep voice and everything. I'm sitting here like, what happened? Like what? Like see, I'm like, did she find out what happened? Like. So,
no, nigga, I had already told you don't go the fuck outside.
And then
how you stand outside with 4 niggas?
And then
you talking about I'm right here. I don't give a fuck where you at, bitch. I said go in the house.
And then it was like she left, came back, right?
Wait, what did you do when I left?
I was just playing the game.
Oh, okay. You didn't go back outside?
No, I didn't go back outside.
Okay.
I was sitting there on a game, and
excuse me.
She came back in, and then she just broke down. She broke down.
Was I crying?
Yeah, you started crying like mad hard.
What did I say?
You said.
Be honest.
You said Quan, not the white one. Like you said, like and you messing with white girls.
Because you know how I feel about our dynamic. Like they don't fuck with us like that, bro.
And then,
it's not that I don't have anything against white people. I just know that we're, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We on different sides of earth, bro.
And then it was like she was in there, and then we had a full conversation. She broke down, and then it turned into World War III. She was yelling. She almost started breaking stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna break my own shit.
You ain't gonna break your own stuff. But she almost. I'm like, oh, what did I do? Like, oh, come on, mom.
Show me what you did.
I'm like, come on, mom.
Bitch, you know what you did.
Right. And then,
bitch, you know what you did.
And then, basically, it was like May. Like, if y'all know, well, like, if y'all think about school ended in like June in up in New York, right? It was like May. I got grounded for that whole rest of May, June,
the whole summer,
and then the whole summer.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It worked pretty well in my favor, somewhat, but not for real, because I was gone like the whole. I was with Kyra.
Yeah, you didn't want to talk to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't fuck with you like that. I was like, this nigga's a white woman lover. He's a bitch. He's a traitor.
I was like 15, 16.
And you know what's crazy? When he, I would say this. His first time fucking around with a real black woman, he fucked around with a mixed girl first, and he said,
"No, that's not the first time."
No, I ain't saying it's the first time.
The first time I brought one home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or the first time he brought one home, he fucked around with a mixed girl. He said, "Mama, I like these mixed girls," and I said, "Okay, cool." And then I said, "Go and get you an authentic black girl." What happened?
Yeah, still here.
Do you love her?
I love her. 2 years later.
See, and that's the problem. Like a lot of women want to judge their kids about what it is they doing. I wasn't trying to judge my baby. I just wanted him to understand that there's diversity amongst us. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right.
I see.
Hold on. Wait. Let me put the camera back. Wait, you smoking?
Yeah.
Okay, hold up. We ain't gonna put that back on then.
You gotta.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
Yeah, I think Like, no, okay, that was the last
Hold
one we
on,
read.
that wasn't.
That was right there, the last one we read right there.
Okay. Darnell says, we love Queen. She is real and authentic and real recognized real. You ain't going nowhere. Facts. I
Yeah.
love you too, Darnell. Roshi says, do y'all think black
That was the
men
last one we read.
rather deal with mistreatment from none? Hold up.
That was what we read last
No,
time.
it ain't.
Yes, it is.
No, it ain't. Roshi says, do you think black men rather deal with mistreatment from non-black women because of self-hate, knowing black women is more loyal than their perfect?
That's what that's the
Oh,
last
we did.
conversation.
That's
Yeah.
what we just answered. Okay.
Yeah.
Snappy one says, we're real gang. We don't think you're a capping. We never thought that. Well, not y'all, but outsiders
But
do.
she's trying to make sure that her face card and she valid.
Okay. And then it's just hard to become the villain in someone's story when you know you didn't do anything. Yeah, I ain't being nobody's fucking. Darnell says Roshi K. Jolly.
Hold
Okay,
on,
let's
let
just
me read
keep
it. Let me read
pushing.
it. Let me
No,
read
let's keep pushing. Darnell says, oh shit. He says, Lucky. Do you think she did good as a mother raising y'all on her own and y'all turned out to be good, decent men?
I think that we did turn out to be good, decent men.
Your brothers too?
Yeah, I do. I do. Oh,
Go
go back
ahead.
up. Go back up. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that we did turn out to be good, decent men.
Your brothers too, no.
Yeah, my brothers too. Besides all the things that's happening within family, I think they are good, decent men. I think that everything that's happening is happening because there's not enough conversation that's going on.
So what do you think I did as like a so-called quote unquote good mother? What do you think I did that made you feel like I was a good mother?
I told you.
You said that. You said something. Okay, okay. We're gonna keep
The
pushing.
queen with kind of brown liquors in your cup.
Shut up. Oh.
Hold on. So let's go more. We got
I know. No,
uh,
nothing. Roshi says, I learned the kids we raise may not be the kids as adults. Totally different. Yeah, because they're not kids. And we need to stop thinking, like, even when people be like, oh, I want to have a baby, like, they be content in having a whole fucking vibe about a baby, but they don't understand that your baby is only going to be a baby for like a year.
yo,
And then
after
after
this,
that, they're going to become
yeah,
something else.
after all the comments, I think we should get off live.
I think we should
Yeah,
too. It's been a minute.
yeah.
Um, I know it hurts. You don't have to prove yourself. Love, we know.
Love y'all.
I
Yeah,
love
she
y'all.
feels
Yeah,
great.
for
But yeah. What else we
Roshi
got?
says, did you watch Sinesta movie yet? Yeah, my friend took me to go see it. Whatever your name is. I miss eating at the table with family. It all stopped when I was a teenager. Lucky, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
For real. And he knows that. The problem is his brothers don't. Liren says, I love you, Queen. I love you too. Snappy says, Queen, what kind of brown liquor was in your cup? No, I drink I drink vodka. It's white. Darnell says, Snappy, Queen, feeling good. Yeah, like that's the end of the comments. But let me say this, we about to get off here. But let me say
Yeah.
this. I think that, and this is my final thought, and I hope my son would behoove you guys to give you a final thought as well. But I'm gonna give you my final thought. My heart is hurt because I feel like I was set up. Like, why would you like if you wanted me to give you everything, like if you wanted all your money and all of your this and all your that, I would have gave it to you, but you can't stay in my house, and that just is what it is. But my son just sat here and told y'all how he felt and what happened with him. And he was 15 years old until he had a cold sandwich that he made for himself. All his other sandwiches came from his mother, and they were warm sandwiches. And I'm a warm bitch, but no homo.
Whoa.
No homo. Okay, but let me say this though. Like, I think motherfuckers need to really truly understand where motherfuckers be coming from when they be seeing what it is that they seeing. Like,
Mm.
I don't I don't have a reason to get up here and lie to anybody about anything. Like I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about how people feel about me. I really
Yeah.
don't. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the reality. Like I think that people need to understand that everybody is not on here trying to clout chase. Everybody not on here trying to get somebody to like them or whatever the fuck situation is they all have going on. I think that um I love my children and I hate that they don't I hate that they disloyal because them being disloyal make me want to just excommunicate them niggas from my life. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And that may sound fucked up, but it's
Yo,
my truth.
yeah. With that being said, uh, we gonna go ahead and get off this, you know. But
Oh, you ready to go?
yeah.
Why don't you just say that?
Yeah,
Because you don't be telling me when they're in my stream because I can get on here and say for 2-3 hours after you leave.
you could.
Okay? So say you then.
I don't think you should.
Oh, I'm definitely about to get off.
Yeah,
But I'm
no.
just saying, you ain't checking me.
Yeah, no. I know
Okay.
you said you
Oh, I'm
could.
fucked up.
I know. I could tell.
Uh,
Yeah, but I'm saying that like, oh yeah, we definitely, you know.
Darnell says, thanks, Queen, for coming on, and thanks, Lucky, for asking questions. Y'all welcome. I just want you guys to um have a understanding and understand that I'm not sitting here capping. Like really, that's the thing. Like I'm not lying about nothing that happened with my son could tell you everything they ever had came from scratch. They cupcakes, they cakes for birthdays, they breakfast, lunch, they dinner, everything came from scratch. And the reason I did that is not because I was being weird, it's because I loved them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to do that. They baby food came from fucking scratch. My kids never ate Gerber baby food. They baby food came from me going to the store and buying plums, apples, and bananas and all that. I would look at the flavors that the Gerber had, and I would go and I would get those vegetables and those fruit, and I would blend that shit together in my goddamn blender, and I would feed it to them. And this nigga, this motherfucker right here, he wasn't fucking with that nigga wanted chicken, bitch. My baby wanted chicken. Yeah. And we gave it to him. So yeah.
Hey,
But
hey,
it's all good. It's all love, you.
that's all love, and I want everybody to have a good night too.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all for
We
coming
want
through.
y'all to have a good night. And I love y'all so fucking much. I really appreciate everybody. And listen, thumbs up the video before y'all leave. Don't let these people keep playing with me, bro. They play with me all the time. I'm so annoyed because like when I did the Angie Stone reading, they said I had 500 new subscribers. My subscriber count did not change.
Yo,
It didn't.
Snappy, I see your
I
comment.
love you.
Thank you for reaffirming your mom and experience, Lucky. Many of us won't always get that. Okay, yeah, you know what? It comes from the heart for sure, and I definitely see my mom as a queen. Like literally, that's queen. You know, that's
Thank you.
yeah, yeah. We might get back on here like during the week. I might
He
make
not
it.
gonna be here long, bitch, because he got to do the fuck about my
Yeah, no,
house.
but
I
I might
love
make a
him.
cameo again though.
Yeah, I love my baby, and I want the best for him, but he got to figure this shit out on his own, bro. You can't do it here. And me being mom and him doing it at my house is not gonna benefit him. He has to do it outside of me. So if he gotta fucking wash his balls in the sink of a fucking Waffle House, that's what the fuck he gonna do. He ain't doing it at my house.
Nah, bro.
I love my baby though. Like, don't get it twisted. I don't want nothing fucked up to happen to my baby. So let me say this. I love you, motherfuckers. And I'm gonna go. Okay. And because I need to cuss my friend out. I don't know why this nigga ain't texting me, bitch. I'm so annoyed right now. Y'all don't even understand, bitch. I'm over here thinking some other shit. I ain't saying that. But I love y'all. I absolutely fucking love you all. We fucked up, like me and my boy.
I'm not messed up now.
I'm fucked up.
I'm good. I'm good.
Listen, I don't I don't drink that much. Wait, do I?
No. No more.
I don't think I drink that much. Shut up, Paul.
Oh, my bad.
I don't think I drink. I don't think I drink that much. I go to the gym. Where do I go to the gym? You go to the gym, Mom?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I drink that.
What we working on?
I don't know. Whatever.
Okay, let's
My
do
ass always.
let's do
My ass always.
Let's do like back and like legs. Back and
you
legs.
can work on your back?
Huh?
You can work on your back?
You didn't know that?
Bitch, I ain't never worked on. Ain't nobody even ever told me to work on my back. Okay, bitch, we going to we going shut up, God. Lucky get on my nerves.
All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for the hospitality.
I'm gonna tell y'all what's gonna happen though. Tomorrow, bitch, I'm gonna fucking.
Sure. Should we do like a
Yes.
a gym stream?
I'm trying to tell you,
Okay,
but you ain't never gonna let me finish. I'm going to record us working out at the, my son is a fucking animal when it comes to like working out at the gym. I'm not gonna let him do that to me. What we're gonna do is we're gonna say some stuff. We gonna show some stuff of us working at the gym. My son is a goddamn animal, but I ain't. Okay. So we gonna do that?
Yeah.
He trying to work me. Bitch, he want me to work on my back. Who works on their back? You can do it with your back. Maybe that's out. I love y'all. I'm leaving. Fucking weirdos. I love y'all. How I turn this off?
All right.
Yeah, I'm drunk. I gotta pee.
Go pee. Appreciate y'all.
Tell me love.
Love y'all.
Thank y'all.
Hey, y'all. Queen messed up. Queen messed up, y'all. All right. How do you? First of all.